Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our, first of all, I am RC Robbin, and this is Shenanigans ttRPG, and we play Dungeons & Dragons. This is our Halloween episode. Thank you for joining us. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, por favor, please. Before we jump into the game, the ongoing Dungeons & Dragons campaign, I'm going to allow my players to speak up and let me know the name of their character, their class, their level, what they might look like, yada, yada, yada. Starting with the pirate. Mr. Pirate, who the hell are you playing today?
I am playing Pia, the blue tiefling warlock, very handsome and thin. He's got black horns, black hair. My patron's name is Baylor, and for a while I didn't really understand my destiny with Baylor, but the picture is becoming a little clearer, which we may or may not venture into today. I guess we'll see how it goes.
Nice.
And
Who will be
Theoden,
next? Theoden is next.
Theoden is next. A cleric, a dwarf from the high mountains. I know my beard looks very nice and neat, but his is not. It's very dirty. Sometimes you see a bug or two sprinting out of it.
Oh, it's definitely more than that.
Shh, they'll find out.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, he's pretty much Harry's his right-hand man and loves making Baka jealous.
Yes. Who is next?
I'll be next. I am Baka, the level 8 rogue, level 5 fighter, troublemaker, and soon to be married of the group.
Perhaps. Last but not least,
I'm playing Sirach, the half-elf ranger, and level 3 warlock. Definitely a lot better looking than Theoden. No bugs, no beard. And I believe I get to be best man at Baka's wedding.
Yeah, we'll see.
That.
That's going to be a whole nother argument.
It will be. It'll be like a 10-minute argument.
Whole episode on that.
Awesome. So, to catch the audience up on what the heck is going on here in the campaign, obviously there is a main quest line, and like any great tabletop role-playing game, there are also side missions, side quests that are tied specifically to individual characters. The character who has the spotlight today is the gnome rogue with the white mohawk, Baka. Just to give a little bit of background, 5 years ago, Baka was the member of an organization, a criminal organization known as the Red Hand. And the Red Hand was located primarily in the elven floating city of Kirillith. The leader of the Red Hand, her name was Desdemona. She was betrothed to be married and was promised a child from Baka's twin brother. Was he your twin brother? What was identical?
Yeah, my identical twin.
Identical twin brother.
Not as good looking.
I wasn't sure if it was one of those like fraternal twins or something, but the point is it was your twin brother. You went on a mission with your twin. Your twin had the misfortune of dying on the mission. It was not your fault, but there always will be some suspicion.
Are you sure it wasn't my fault though?
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say there's always going to be some suspicion in the hierarchy of the Red Hand as to what actually happened on that mission. But that is a story for another day. The story today is that Desdemona, for many, many months and years, basically felt that she was owed a child. And if his brother could not give him the child, then as his brother, Baka was honor bound to deliver a child to her belly. So she's been trying her hardest throughout the course of this campaign from afar to get Baka to become her husband. Sometimes with gifts, sometimes with threats of violence, sometimes with actual violence. So where we find the party today is they've actually traveled across the realm to the city of Kirillith, where they are currently. Unfortunately, they did not disguise themselves when they entered the city.
No, we did not.
Though spies of the Red Hand noticed that Baka had returned home once at last, word got to Desdemona, she taking this as a sign that he had finally come home to marry her at last, had set the wheels of matrimony in motion. And now the
Oh my
wedding, they
God.
just received an invitation, a magical invitation from a courier that their wedding will be located in the ruins of the city in 3 days' time. That's where we left off at the last session, as they were standing in the middle of a busy thoroughfare in front of a magic shop in the magic quarter of Kirillith, known as Lordaeron's Hole, as Baka is currently reading this invitation and wondering if this was a good idea after all. So what would you like to do?
Oh, and Harry's all blinged out with shiny new armor.
That is true. Just real quick, Harry
Yeah.
is the quote unquote fifth member of the group. Harry is an aristocrat and a scholar who desperately begged to follow the group around in order to write their adventures. He wants to be a novelist. Harry's a dwarf that has no beard, although lately you've noticed he's grown a little bit of scruff, a little bit of stubble, which is perhaps a sign of things to come.
Some hair on his chest.
Yes. In any event, the group has done their best in order to train him to become more valiant in the field of battle. And you think that you've made some headway, that perhaps maybe Harry has grown up a bit, but how much will remain to be seen. But in any event, it is 2:00 on the 6th of the month. It's 8/6, year 257. It's 2:00. The day is busy. The day is your own. The sun is high in the sky. It's a beautiful afternoon, and it's basically 3 days to the wedding. So what would you guys like to do in the meantime? You have your
So,
horses, by the way.
I have a question.
Yes, of course.
Is the wedding formal, or are we going to get to wear our armor?
At this point, you don't know.
Shit. Fuck.
Why'd you send
Baka?
a courier to the Red Hand? I don't
Let's go
fucking know.
find out.
No. I'm having an anxiety attack right now. Once
Well,
I read that message right outside
here-
the magic shop, I run right back in.
Okay, so you're right back out. Ding, 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 ding. The door opens, and the magic shopkeeper, he's an elf who's extremely old. His face looks like a wrinkle puppy. He goes, I just told you guys that I need a few days to restock. Like, I don't have anything new. What can I do for you? No.
Yes, I
You
really
were
need.
just
I
here.
need your help. There's been complications. Can you get the armor ready in 2 days, and you can take your time with the amulet or with the ring, and I will pay extra if you can get the armor ready in 2 days.
Fuck, what kind of question is that?
Shut
Obviously,
up.
Theoden followed him inside, ding, 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 and asked that question right next to him. So he cocks his head to the side and looks at you like you're crazy, Baka. Make a persuasion check. First roll of the night. Persuasion. Persuasion.
Can't see. 16.
16. With a 16, he looks like he's about to have a panic attack. I didn't arbitrarily give you a 4-day amount because I just wanted to. In order for me to get it done quicker, I have to take other projects, put it on the side. I have to hire a second mage that's of my equal skill to come in and assist on the enchanting process. It's not an easy thing, you understand. Are you sure you absolutely need it in less than 4 days?
And then I'm gonna walk in.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding.
I hear you wanted to hire somebody to enchant some clothes.
I heard through the walls.
Yes. I'm just being an asshole. I'm sorry.
Do you know how to enchant? If you know how to enchant, why did you come to me?
No,
confused.
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm just busting my friend's house.
He does it like a double take, like to the blue tiefling, back to the gnome, back to the blue tiefling.
Please ignore that idiot.
All right. I got excited for just a moment. Maybe he did know what he was doing.
What will it take?
I mean, I'll give it a shot.
So
Because
he
this
pulls
is
out.
very, as a matter of life and death.
He pulls out a scroll and he starts waving his hand over the scroll. And you see contracts. Basically, blank paper starts turning into what look like legal contracts, and he starts pouring over them. And basically the pile gets, every time he pulls the top page off, another page which was invisible the moment before pops up,
Oh my
almost like one
God.
page becomes another page. He's apparently looking through his invoices of what orders he can basically put on the side. And
Oh,
not
look
get
at what
himself
you're
into-
doing to the poor man.
I have to, in order for me to get this done, I have to hire another mage to help. So I can, to hire him is going to cost me at least 500 gold. I'm not making any extra money on that. If you give me the 500 gold, I hand that over to him, I can get your armor in 2 days.
Deal.
All right, so beautiful. So
What?
he will take 49 platinum to say,
Okay.
in other words, instead of the 500 gold, he doesn't want 500 pieces of metal
what's
on his
my pencil?
table.
So it's gonna be
He'll-
ready the day of the wedding.
No, actually, it will probably be ready. The wedding is the 9th at noon. It actually would be ready the day before, the night before, on the 8th. So I'll actually write that down real quick. So armor ready 8/8/257.
You need a tux too
7
now.
p.m.
I have a fancy suit.
Okay.
Oh, don't we all?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
feel like those would have gotten
yeah,
destroyed.
Yes and no. Yes and
Yeah,
no.
I don't know if I still have mine.
The reason why is because there was smoke bombs and there was torn material and
There
there
was
was
a lot.
big mess of stuff that went on in in
I mean, I can get mine dry cleaned, you know.
Well,
I
I
had
might-
2 suits.
Nothing.
Just scrub it out in the sink.
Yes. So now that little a tidbit has been taken care of and Baka looks like he's no longer hyperventilating, what would you like to do?
Well, I want to ask him one last question.
Yes.
Sir, do you happen to have
more?
extremely powerful, potent, super killing poison
That's
I'm
not
gonna
that's not my expertise.
for
I think,
giant rats?
you'd have to go to for poisons and herbs and herbalistic nature. Your best bet is to go for to the where is it? Let me act like I know what's in this city while the dungeon master looks at his sheet. Let's see. You'd have to go to the apothecarium. And in the apothecarium, there's an herbalist known as the shingle out front is called the Dark Bowl.
Ooh.
So in your travels, I'm sure the woman's name is Mildred. Tell her Mardigan sent you. I'm sure she'll give you a discount. I'm Mardigan.
It's
Thank
another
you,
good
sir.
place to get a bowl of cereal.
I would advise against it, actually.
Count
But,
Chocula.
But
Yeah.
it is. I'm sure you can get something to fix those marks on your face. But anyway, sure. So
I thought you were handsome.
Probably
yeah,
not.
well, he's handsome, but at the moment
Normally.
he's yeah. I think Baylor's
A little
influence is a
scratched
little
up.
yeah, a little scratched up from Baylor.
Me and
So-
Baylor had a fun night.
So you have your horses.
You should see my ass.
Harry is outside with your horses. They are basically tied to I don't know what they call those things that are in front of old Wild West saloons.
Hitching post.
Hitching post. Thank you, sir. So they are tied to the hitching post. There's 5 horses for 5 individuals. Harry's outside babysitting, looking at his brand new shield that was gifted to him by the tiefling Pia, and he's with loving eyes. He's basically rubbing the surface of the shield in awe. Oh. So, what would you guys like to do?
So Baka,
Yes.
so you supposedly owe Desdemona a child, correct?
I don't owe that bitch anything.
I'm just saying that's what she said, right?
Correct.
She thinks I do.
Okay, so why don't you just give her the child and we'll get the hell out of here?
I
have
don't-
these
Yeah,
glass
one and done.
vials.
Let's go.
I'm gonna give
Do-
him one
do
of
you
my
know-
glass vials. Put your seed in this and then give it to her.
No,
at the
it
wedding.
has to be natural.
No.
I don't think that's gonna work, Piab.
Come on.
But,
let's try it.
1, she's never gonna get my first one.
I'll help you fill
2,
it if you need.
she's
I
like a
mean, it's
praying
fine.
mantis. She will have sex with me and then kill me. And
That's
lay-
why
What do you
just
think's gonna
give
happen
her
the day
vial.
you're married?
the end of my life.
Pia, how many vials do you have?
I have 5 vials.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we need 2 vials.
We're
We
gonna
ship off one
impregnate
vial
with
to
the
someone
vial.
else, so that way Desdemona's isn't the firstborn.
Yes.
Not what I meant. I still don't want to get married. I don't want to get married, do the deed, and die afterwards. Because I will
Baka,
die.
we
die.
already came all the way here.
If you guys don't help me, so help me God, I will make sure she hunts you all down.
She's hunting us down anyway.
Yeah, she's hunting us down anyway, bub.
I'm thinking we could take her as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to give the audience an idea of some of the missing pieces in this narrative, Desdemona is visually not some like frightening beast. She's actually,
Oh, she
depending
is.
on your point of view, somewhat adorable. Imagine a tiefling that had a child with a halfling. So she's got purple skin and horns and a tail, but she's really like 3.5 feet tall. So she's not exactly this fearsome beast, but here's the negative. The negative is that she's very controlling and very possessive and very high strung. And also Baka knows from his experience with the Red Hand that marrying Desdemona doesn't mean that he'd be the ruler of the Red Hand. It means that he'd be second fiddle basically for the rest of his natural life.
I'd be your
So-
concubine.
Yeah, basically. That doesn't mean that that's necessarily a bad thing. Plenty of us have chosen willingly to be a concubine.
It's
and
probably gonna get me a
I'm
knife
not-
in the back.
Yeah, I'm not like pointing any fingers anyway. So, but so anyway, the point is, there is an event that's going to take place in 3 days' time. So, the afternoon is yours. You've had this conversation in the busy thoroughfare. Is there anything specific that you'd like to do?
I'm just excited for this wedding. to be
I want
honest.
to. I want
Half
to go to
the
the
campaign's
apothecary.
been building up to this moment.
That is true. That is true. I have been trying to get Baka to basically lawfully become this woman's wedded husband since we started playing it. I'm excited that this is going down.
I'm
I am.
pumped.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Can
Possibly
Sirach
next
find
2
a
days.
flower shop?
Absolutely. Make an
Oh,
investigation.
that's a good
check.
idea.
Make an investigation check.
While
What
they're
are
doing.
those? What are those flowers that they wear to prom?
Oh,
Corsage?
I'm gonna
Yeah, we
waste
should
my
get
nat
matching
20 on this one, but
corsages.
it's gonna be worth it.
Let's
Men
get
don't wear
matching corsages.
What did you get, Sirach?
It was a nat 20.
Nat 20.
I'm gonna
All
make
right,
it worth
so-
it though.
So you
I'm
yeah, I
coming with
will
him.
do my best. So as you're walking through the town center and making your way through the various sections, you're actually currently in the magic quarter. You start walking and making a circular. The city is in a kind of like a circular pattern with private and commercial residences lining both sides, the inner circle and the outer circle. There's a huge spire in the center of the city, very much like if you played World of Warcraft, a city called Dalaran that floats above the ground.
I was just over there.
Yeah, well,
Totally
listen, yeah,
familiar.
exactly. So, while you can't find a specific florist shop, by the time you get to the Rogues Quarter, you do notice a very large general goods store that people are constantly going in and out. It looks like a very busy, bustling place, almost like the Sears of medieval times. It's called the Grasshopper Stand, and it looks like one of those places where you want it, they have it, like the Home Depot of medieval times.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, what exactly? Once you walk in, what would you like to get? Be more specific.
I want to talk to the person running the shop, and first I would
I'm
like
behind
to
him,
ask
I'm
for some
behind him.
information.
Okay. So, is everyone together right now? Just curious. I would hate for the.
I
party
want to
split.
get matching corsages, so I'm gonna buy them for everybody.
All right. Okay. Okay.
I'm with them, but I'm leaving after this.
Okay.
stopping
So so you make your way inside. It's a very busy, large place. It feels as though a magical spell must have been cast on it, because the building from the outside looks like a 2-story building, but when you walk in, the building inside has countless rows that seem to go as far as the eye can see. Very much like Home Depot in the sense that these large, not metal but wooden kind of like cases. Both sides, let's say bookcases, we'll call them for lack of better racks. There we go. But they're made of wood, they're made of racks, and they're ladders and stuff that basically get pulled from one side to the other, where you can climb up it. And there are many employees that are running around, all of them wearing aprons, but the aprons are not orange, the aprons are blue. So do you grab someone with a blue apron?
Those. Yes, I do.
What can I do for you? He's an orc with pale skin. Oh, what are you looking for?
Stay out of the sun, huh?
First, I have a question for you.
I don't like the sun.
Have you heard of a celebration that's going to be happening in 3 days?
Make a you know what? Make a persuasion check.
A fuck off check.
Persuasion is
It's
going
coming,
to be
baby.
a 14.
A 14. He looks at you and wonders, why is this guy asking me if I'm going to parties? I just met him. I'm trying to help him in the store. But with a 14, he kind of like, figures his, you can see the wheels spinning in his head that they told me to be nice to people. I should be nice to them. All right, fine. I'll answer the question. And he goes, I heard that there's something going on in the ruins over in the old ruins of the city. There's going to be some sort of like event or something, free food. I'm planning to go.
Excellent.
God.
The whole town will be there. Huh?
Would you
Oh,
know? Would you know who?
Well, I don't know about the whole town, but I'm not sure. Somebody's marrying somebody. I don't really know exactly what the situation is.
Oh,
but any
we do.
opportunity for you to get some free food, I'm more than happy to go.
I hear you there,
I'm
my friend.
gonna bring my wife, my sister, and 7 of my kids. It'll be fun.
Yes. We'll see you there.
Yeah.
Do you know what vendor might happen to supply the flowers for said wedding?
They don't get the. We have a florist in the grasshopper. Just go that way, and he points in a certain direction down one of the many aisles. Do you just head off in that direction?
Yeah, I guess I'm not getting
Okay.
anything else from him.
So when you walk in that direction, honestly, again, it feels like you're walking for like 1/8 of a mile, like down this long corridor.
Wow.
It's just visibly impossible for you. The building from the outside looks
Center.
much smaller. And the funny thing is that you go through a doorway, and the doorway leads you to an outdoor kind of gardening section. So you look around and you're like, am I in the back of the building? Like, this is weird. But in any event, there's all different types of potted flowers, mums, geraniums, different colors, reds, blues, whites, yellows, all across the spectrum of colors. Anything that you could basically want, they have.
Nice.
All
So I'm
right.
guessing they have corsages.
Well, I mean, if you go up to a person in a blue apron in that area.
I'm gonna let Sirach go first.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna find the next person in a blue apron that I can find.
Old woman, elf, quite attractive actually, regardless of the lines in her face. You know that she must have been an absolute stunner in her youth, because she still got it. She goes, "Oh, hello. How can I help you? What do you need?"
Hi, I'm actually looking for a nice boutonniere. I'm looking to get a flower to accentuate my dress garb for the event that's going to be going down in
Well,
3 days.
Why are you spreading the word?
I don't exactly know what a boutonniere is per se, but what color flowers are you looking for?
White, actually.
White flowers.
A nice
Excellent.
white
So
flower.
she
Flowers
goes
over
she
here.
takes you over to the section of the I guess the garden where there are white flowers. And she basically gives you, like she says, if you want, you can tear them up from the plot individually, or we can give you a potted plant with flowers, and you yourself can take the flower and pin it to your chest as you've indicated. Would you like a pot of white flowers?
Actually, yes, I will take a whole pot of flowers.
Yes. Honestly, it's literally half a gold, 5 silver.
Okay, 5
And
silver.
you've got basically a dozen white flowers that, since they're potted, if you remember ever so often to put some water on them, they'll last literally for a week. They're not going to go. If you had torn them out of the ground, they'd have been dead by the end of the day. So
Excellent.
you have in your possession for a half a gold or 5 silver. Just put 12 white flowers.
12 white flowers.
Yes, and since I'm not a flower expert, if you know more about them than I do, tulips, I guess, white tulips, perhaps.
Sure.
Tulips
Yeah,
are nice.
I like
Or
tulips.
Tulips, yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you want roses, it's going to be a gold piece.
Tulips are fine.
Not that fancy.
Yeah, come on now.
My
All right.
my dear, you sell corsages?
Again, he asked for a boutonniere, you asked for a corsage. I don't really know what that is. Is that a type of flower?
It's I honestly don't know.
I mean, what
It's a
exactly are you
bracelet
looking
made
to
out of
do with
flowers.
this course?
So it's
bracelet?
a nice flower that you can wear on your wrist.
Well, sir, all you have to do is I could sell you a pot of flowers, and you could take the stem and wrap it around your wrist, or fold it inside the cuff of your shirt, and it should do the same effect. No,
You know, that's a
I've
good
just never
idea.
heard. I've just never heard of this corsage thing. I apologize.
Oh, it's all right.
Although
That's all.
so are you
I'll take-
saying? Are you saying that that we should create like these special like items that allow to clip to their wrists.
You
Like
know, they say
pre-made?
I'm very innovative.
And you call it a corsage.
That's what I would call it.
That's
Yeah.
fascinating. Fascinating. She turns and walks off with scratching her head, and you begin to get the sense that perhaps it's canon in this universe that Theoden has created the corsage. So you
Fucking
are
right.
the inventor of the corsage,
Yes.
Theoden.
No
It will
royalties-
become
no
within
royalties,
that
though.
on my
within a
on
year or
my
two, corsages will be a thing.
character
And
sheet.
Sirach Boutonniere is also banging around inside of her head. You know, who knows if that'll end up happening too. On your chest with a pin.
So I'm gonna get like
See
four-
everyone wearing them.
I'm gonna get like four.
For what?
I'm thinking. What color? Let's go with blue.
Blue. Blue
I'm running.
tulips or blue tulips. Yes, as you can, ladies and gentlemen, the audience
I'm
that's
thinking
watching,
more of a lotus
Baka is
flower.
cringing in the corner at the idea of the fact that his friends, his comrades in arms, are so embracing the idea of him getting married. So, just in case you were unaware of what actually is happening. So,
We're going all out, baby.
so how many flowers?
Baka,
did
we
you
gotta
want to-
make it convincing if we're gonna save you.
I'd rather just not show up. I'd rather just leave now.
You're going, Baka.
And here's
Without
an
your
interesting.
armor.
And now here's an interesting thing. Interesting thing is that since Baka's cringing in the corner and wants to disappear, as his friends are basically wandering around the gardening area looking for various colored flowers, you don't know if it's a sending spell, you don't know if it's a message spell, whatever it is, but Baka and only Baka can hear this particular voice come trumpeting into his eardrums. Oh my God, I'm so happy, my schnookins, that you've come to the city in order to make
Yes.
matrimony with me. I am
Yes.
so excited, Baka. Thank you. I had no idea you were as excited about this event as I am.
Desdemona, where is the event taking place?
Okay, do you know
What
the well?
time?
You well in the. Okay, it's a good question. I should have
Come
put it on
have
the
some
invitation.
enthusiasm.
Okay, but if you look at the fine print of the invitation, you'll notice that it says that it's in the ruins section. And you know where the well is that has the magical spell where you jump through it and you end up in that special like torture chamber that we love to use? Well, right behind that
Noted.
that well, right behind that well
Is
is
it red in color?
we built a brand new gazebo. There's going to be 1,000 of your and my closest friends are going to attend the wedding. Meanwhile, to be player to DM, Baka does not have 1,000 friends. These must be 990 of her friends and 10 of yours.
He barely has 3.
Yeah, exactly. So the
We're
point,
like teetering on the
And a
edge.
pale orc.
yeah. It's gonna be just wonderful. Oh my God, my schnookins, I'm so excited to hear that you've arrived. Oh, wait, but the gazebo is just built. We're gonna paint it a lovely shade of off shell white, and there's gonna there's purple flowers will be on all the tables. Oh, my bridesmaids are gonna be wearing purple. I have 4 bridesmaids. You must have 4 groomsmen to represent you, 4 matching 4. So make sure that you
What a good number.
make sure that your groomsmen wear black tuxedos, please. Otherwise, they're not going to look appropriate for our day, schnookums. Make sure they have purple bow ties to match through the color coordination. Black tuxedos with purple bow ties, please.
I like it.
I'm so happy. I'm so
I
happy
thought
that
this.
you come
I was
home
under
to
the
me.
impression this was a naked wedding.
Oh, that would have been good.
So
Oh, we should.
well,
we should.
I'm not. I would
send a
love to
different
see you
memo.
and give you kisses all over, but the tradition is that I'm not allowed to see the groom until the actual wedding itself. So I need to hide myself away in my beautiful dress for you. Thank you so much, my schnookins, for coming. And all of a sudden, the voice is gone, and everyone else sees. You see Baka burst into tears in the corner of the garden.
I would like to buy some flowers.
I hate you all.
Yes. For first, let's take care of Theoden.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Theoden
I
wanted to
thought he
buy
was done. I'm sorry.
Yes, you wanted blue flowers, correct?
Like a blue, like lotus flower.
Blue
type.
lotus flower, not a problem. How many of them would you like? You want a potted flowers, or do you
No,
want
I want so we could wear them as corsages.
Gotcha.
they'll-
not a-
Make that statement, baby.
Spend 30 minutes on flowers.
Hey, it's D
We're
and D,
gonna-
man.
it's
It's
D&D,
D&D,
and it's
fucking
your
beautiful.
wedding.
It's your wedding. Got to make it special. So, for 4 flowers, basically, it's honestly it's 2 silver. So if you take 1 gold piece and you crack it into 10 silver, Like if you give him 1 gold piece, he gives you 8 silver back.
Okay.
Okay. Well, actually, it's a she. I apologize. It was the
Yeah.
attractive female who's wearing the blue apron. So now she turns to the navy blue tiefling Pia and says, "Can I help you as well? Would you like some
Yeah,
flowers as well?"
I would. That would be great. Do you happen to have any? You're a flower expert, right?
I would like to think of myself as one. Yes.
Can you
This
get
is
me
my
a f-
section.
Can you get me a flower that represents death?
Oh, that's a bizarre request. But considering the way you are dressed, I guess that's part of your resume, isn't it?
Yes,
so-
yes.
So she takes you over to a section to where there are purple roses and black roses. She says these are very hard to grow. They grow in the Underdark usually. Drow elves cultivate them for us. If you put them in too much sunlight, they will wilt and die. You should keep them covered if you want them to last.
That sounds perfect. I'll take a pot of each.
So she opens up the shed that they've been hiding in shadows in, and you want basically a pot, like a pot of the purple roses and the black roses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that will be 1 gold combined because you figure 5 silver for each.
Okay, that sounds good.
So
I'm gonna,
we got shit ton of flowers, outstanding.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Love it, love it. So is there anything else that you would like to buy in the grasshopper stand? Baka, you have any suggestions for your friends of something that they might want to buy, considering?
No, I hope they fall on like a shovel and die.
Come on, Baka, pick your color.
wanna
I
buy
bought
a
a flower.
shovel.
I bought a flower pot for you. You picked black or purple. I figured
I'm gonna
you'd want an
buy.
evil
I'll
flower.
buy 1 red flower.
Oh, you don't want one of mine.
One red
rose.
flower, one red rose.
Oh, okay.
If you give him a gold piece, he'll give you back 9 silver because it only costs a silver for 1 red rose. So
Take the whole gold. Fuck it.
oh, she's very pleased with the gesture.
I'm not pleased.
She curtsies and says, "I hope your day gets better, little one. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you." And she walks off and helps other customers because it is a busy place. So Harry basically
Harry, you can have some of my flowers if you want.
Okay. That's that. I appreciate that.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
I got us these, and I'm gonna hand them out.
Oh,
Well, now we got a whole bunch.
flowers. Nice.
We wear them on our wrists.
And Harry basically
It's
takes
an
it
invention I came
and
up
wraps it around his wrist and ties the stem in a knot. So it's basically hanging from his wrist. Basically
with.
like
Harry, it looks beautiful.
well, thank you. Speaking of adornments, Mr. Baca, what are we gonna wear for this like wedding? What do people usually wear when they get married?
Nothing.
Yeah, we're supposed to.
Jacob.
It just so happens that
Black loincloths.
he who should not be named sent me a sending
Just a
spell.
leaf.
And
Jacob's on this dude wedding.
yeah, actually,
Really
it's
pushing for it.
somebody
Yeah.
really wants. He wants the groomsmen to be nude. I don't
I just
know
want to
why.
I just want to ruin this magical day for him.
You're already ruining it.
And you see the shock come across Harry's face. Guys, I've shown a lot of bravery recently in combat, but I think if you're going to ask me to go in front of a group of people nude, I think that tests the limits of even what I can do. I'm not going nude.
Oh, come
can
on.
get
You're
the
the best
bigger leaf.
looking out of all of us. You kidding?
You're the bigger lead.
Make a persuasion or a deception check, Pia, based on whether or not you're telling the truth or not.
Okay.
I would assume deception, that you're basically
Hold on. I can't read this.
Look at this
15.
cat.
15. He goes, "You really think I'm that handsome? Wow, thank you. I had no idea." But still, I don't want to go to a party naked. I mean, it's ridiculous. Well,
That's
anyway,
all right.
look,
Harry,
if-
we'll get there, and then we'll get naked after.
okay.
Deal?
I'm not going to commit to anything, but I would
Nah,
prefer that.
Harry.
So,
So the real, just ignore what Pia said. The real attire is supposed to be a red tuxedo with red tie and stuff and bow tie.
No.
Oh,
no.
thank you for finally telling us. Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, I much rather would wear a tuxedo. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's the real attire.
All right.
I don't know anything about this city. Baka, you're basically the expert on Kirillus since you grew up here. You think that they'll sell tuxedos in the Grasshopper stand where we are right now?
I have no idea, honestly.
Make an
Are we with them or no?
everyone is together in the garden inside this magical building.
All right. I'm
that
just
is-
gonna go ask.
So you ask another person who's wearing I was going to say purple, but I want to say blue apron.
Yeah.
And I'm saying purple because of the bow tie.
The
Anyway,
bow
okay.
tie, yeah.
So, and he points you in the direction that there is a clothing section and a section where you can buy tuxedos. Honestly, it's very easy to buy a tuxedo with matching cummerbunds and bow ties.
All right, we
They
gotta
would
have
cost
the cummerbund.
Yeah.
the
You can't go
cummerbund,
without the
cummerbund, bow tie, black suit, purple cummerbund.
No,
purple bow-
it's red. I said
It's
red.
It's red. It's red. So he said red.
I'm getting
so,
purple.
well,
No.
he said red, and you didn't hear the original conversation, so it would
All
make
right.
sense.
I'm getting blue.
Well, that makes sense. You can make it whatever different color you want. 'Cause you could just be stubborn and say, I like that color.
Listen,
better."
it's fine. If you ruin Desdemona's big day, Theoden,
You're
she's-
gonna suffer for it.
She's just gonna kill you.
It's true.
So anyway,
Red it is.
it costs the attire costs 10 gold pieces each.
That's it.
Ooh.
That's it.
How much
10
platinum is that?
That's honestly that's just one platinum.
Okay, 10
10 gold pieces is not a cheap amount of money for that's it's off the rack. It's not custom fit. I mean, do you want to spend more to look a little bit more dapper? You can, but
Nope.
Hell yeah.
Can I get a top hat?
you can just for a top hat add an extra 3 gold.
You're just gonna be wearing your armor underneath this shit.
Just for your information, it doesn't look like you can wear armor under or over.
Can I get a
I
fat,
like the
a
idea
fat
of
tuxedo?
a top hat. So
Yeah,
when
can
see
can I get it a
Rock-
little looser so we can at least wear some armor?
Sure, absolutely. So what you do is you buy
I
you
need
buy
it
the
real
suit.
loose.
You buy the suit as one size too big, hoping to fit some stuff underneath it.
It's gonna look like shit.
Yes, it probably will, but at least But
I'm gonna have a brilliant chest.
so those of you
Yeah, I'm wearing
that
my studded leather.
those of you that want the oversized suit plus a top hat, just pay 13 gold as opposed
Okay.
to
Deal.
each.
I don't want a top hat.
Okay, I'm doing that.
I'm getting the top hat.
Oh,
Why would you
Seem-
not get the top hat?
Harry's like, I want a top hat too.
fine. I don't.
Yeah, Harry.
Wait, do I even have a real
Get a
legit
top hat.
helmet?
We
Yeah,
should all
get
wear
it,
top
Harry.
hats.
All right, I'll get a
You
top
should,
hat. Fuck
Harry.
it.
I'm gonna
hate you
write
guys
this
so
in
Oh,
my
is
book.
Baka getting a top hat?
If I
write it down,
If I
Harry, write
actually
it
get
down.
married, I will literally beg her to kill you all.
Top hat with purple
And D&D.
That'd
and
probably
blue
be a
bow
great honeymoon
ties.
for her.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it
You
would
could hunt us
actually.
all together. Bring you
Yes.
closer after marriage.
Oh no.
I don't know about you guys, Harry says, but I'm getting kind of hungry and should we be lugging these horses around all day? Shouldn't we put them somewhere?
I'm getting kind of thirsty myself, Harry.
Get a stable and eat something.
All right. So, to the best of your knowledge and to the best of Baka's knowledge, there's only one stable in the city. It costs basically 1 gold a day to stable and feed and care for the horse.
For that,
So-
can we go to the apothecary?
Oh, you absolutely can. Absolutely can. Well, let's just say that the stable is between the rogue's quarter and the apothecary on the way. So you stable the horses on the way to the apothecary. They ask you how many days do you need us to hold the horses for? So that way you can pay for it up front.
Safe 4 days.
4 days. So each one of you, your horses are safe in the stable. I would have to say, does anyone have gold or valuable items in the saddlebags on their horses at the moment? I know that Baka does not. I know that Pia doesn't. But what about Theoden and Sirach? Do you guys
I
have?
have 500 platinum.
Okay.
God damn.
Okay. So all I'm going to say is that I mean, I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just saying there's
I
a
am.
chance
I know.
because it's a lot of money. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I would suggest that when you get your horse back out 4 days from now, that you check your saddlebags. Okay. right.
Hey, Pia,
Yes.
could you hold on to another 15 pieces of money?
Yeah, of course I can.
Okay.
I have
I'm gonna
plenty of
give
space, too.
Pia 15 platinum and then I'm able to take everything out of my saddlebags and add it to my personal purse.
Perfect. So the only person we have to concern ourselves with is Thaden's horse. Harry is also carrying his money on his person.
So I'm
I
carrying.
wrote it on my
Thaden.
sheet, but don't let me forget.
I will
Thaden, I
not.
can carry
Okay.
200 of your platinum if you would like.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do
Oof.
that.
Okay, so 200 of your platinum goes into Baka's
And then,
reserves.
yeah.
There's only 300 on the horse.
I'm carrying 795 platinum. How
You can
much?
carry a lot
No,
more than that.
dude,
You
you
can
can
carry
carry all.
1100 or something.
Yeah, you can carry 1200
1200.
gold with your strength because you have the belt of frost giant strength.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, so
Okay.
your maximum ability to carry is 1200.
Oh, so
pieces.
So I'll
you-
take that
so you
other
take-
300.
Okay, so just so we're safe, the horses do saddlebags have no money in them, so perfect. All right, good. It's gonna cost for 4 days 4 gold pieces each for the care and tending of the horses.
Sure.
Okay, so you have to come back and get them on the 10th. 810 257. If
should
you
make
don't
us
come,
calendars, Chris.
if you don't, well, I mean, it's true. We can discuss this during the week, maybe through text message. But or you can make your own calendar and I can approve it.
Your dates are different than mine, though,
Are they really?
aren't
Oh.
you? Don't you like do 30 days in a year?
Oh yeah,
Or
that's
am I-
that's long story. In this universe, the year has 300 days exactly. There are 10 months of 30 days each for 300 days total. I think I have it written down. I think May is gone and I think July is gone, but every other month is the same. Instead of there being 7 days a week, since it's 30 days in each week, a week is 10 days. There are 3 weeks in a month. People in cities have a tendency to work for 7 days straight and then party their asses off for the next 3. They have 3-day weekends. So that's kind of the flow of it is with the calendar. There is one sun. There's one sun, but there are two moons. There's big moon and little moon. I'm sure that you would have liked more elaborate names than that, but it's just how it developed. There's a big moon
I
and
like
a little
being
moon.
Big Moon.
Big moon, little moon. So anyway,
I'll be your little moon.
yeah.
Thanks, Thaden.
So you're not going to lose your horses if you go back after 4 days. It just means that when you get there, they're going to expect you to pay them a gold a day in order to release the horse. That's all it is. So now it's not like they're going to be gone. All right. So the horses are taken care of. You walk over to the apothecarium. Baka, what are you looking for specifically? You used to live there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside.
Yes.
Find
The
a cleric.
Super mega.
No. The apothecarium is an area of the city.
Oh,
And
sorry.
in the
Sorry.
apothecarium are there's a couple of different places. There's a library which is called the archive. There's an herbalist store called the Dark Bowl.
I'm looking
there's-
for like the strongest poison possible.
you know from living there in the past that the best place to go is the Dark Bowl. So you make your way over to this thatched hut in the dark corner of the apothecarium section of the city.
I'm nervous.
And inside you find a small, emaciated, what you think is a female goblin. You're not really sure. The only way you think it, if it's a she looks asexual. You can't really tell what his gender is. You're not sure. Bald, large ears, bulbous nose, deep olive green. And she goes, "Hello, dearie. What can I get for you today?"
Yes. Hi.
He's a little flabbergasted.
Yeah, I'm looking for really, really powerful, potent poison, the most strongest you have.
Oh, I have lots of poisons I could
I'm
give to
sure
you
you do.
today. Let's mix up a new batch just recently.
Well, what kind?
She brings out this vial of dark black viscous liquid and drops it on the counter and uncorks it, and this disgusting smell just wafts out of the top when she
Like
removes
fecal matter.
Oh yeah, it's bad. Fecal matter mixed with sulfur. It's disgusting.
Nice.
Nice.
And
Like Jacob's room.
and she goes, just smell it. Make a perception check, Baka.
Natural one.
Okay, you have no idea what kind of poison this is, or if it's even poison at all. She could have basically taken feces and poured it in, and she's trying to like give you feces. You have no idea.
Right.
Either way, it smells like it'll knock someone on their ass.
So this is your strongest poison?
Yes, it is, dearie.
Insight check.
Go for it. Insight.
19.
She is telling the truth. That is the strongest poison she's capable of manufacturing.
All right. How much for a couple vials?
A couple of vials. How about
Chris.
5 gold?
That's a little much. But is this supposed to be killed for? Is this supposed to be used for rats or something? Or I'm looking for something that will work on larger targets. The
This
largest
is
targets.
perfect for humanoid targets.
Really? Okay. Player to DM, I should have disguised myself before I went in here.
Yes, that would have not been a bad idea.
Fuck.
Oh, you.
There could
fool.
be invisible
Right.
people in here guarding you for all you know.
I see no one. All right.
You do see
yeah,
no one. That's true.
I'll buy it. 5 gold.
5 gold. So, now that you've bought
Well,
the
is that how
poison,
much is that for one? How many doses?
5 gold per dose. So if you want all 3 doses, it's 15.
I'll buy.
gold.
I'll buy all 3.
Okay, 15 gold. Just so you know, unfortunately, it's just for record keeping so that we don't lose track of it. I will, now that you've purchased it, it's not as powerful as the purple worm poison that you currently have in your possession.
Yeah, I only have one dose of that
She
left,
was
though.
telling the truth that it is the most powerful poison that she's capable of manufacturing, but it's the 3d6 variety with a DC of 15. So it adds, if you use an action to coat it with your weapon or arrows, it adds 3d6 damage, poison damage. If they
Black poison. I'm just gonna call
just
it.
put black poison 3d6, comma, DC 15 Constitution. Con.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I got it.
Yeah.
I
And,
sharpened my pencil.
So you do have it is poisoned. It's functional, but it's not as good as the purple worm poison.
Yeah, I mean, I only have 1 dose of the purple worm, so I need some more.
Gotcha. Okay. Done deal.
Just
Does
All right.
anyone else of your friends like something to wet their
Guys,
whistle?
No, I fight like a man.
You
I
should
make-
stock up on healing potions.
I
honestly.
make wonderful coffee if you'd like to drink some of my special brew.
What
Coffee,
is
huh?
it?
What makes it so special?
I'm
It
intrigued.
really gives a good kick, especially.
How
to
many
the-
mushrooms you put in there?
Oh, you would only wish you knew.
I'll find out right now. I'll get how much.
Now go. Well, how much would she charge? 3 cups for 3 cups of her special coffee brew for 1 gold piece.
It's on me, boys.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Drink
I'll
up.
have a
Mike.
I'll drink 4 of them. I'll
Okay,
get 4 of them.
you getting 4 of them. All right.
Yeah.
fine.
1 for each,
So-
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what Harry kind of looks left out.
Yeah. What's wrong with you, Theoden?
Well,
Sorry,
get
Harry, I
get,
thought
s-
you were
get 6
outside.
and we'll have one for later.
5.
There you go. Get 6 of them, and space, but two gold for 6 of them. And
I'll
you guys
throw in
get
a gold.
And Harry steps up to the plate, and he grabs the cup and in the mug, the tankard, and he sniffs it and downs it.
Nice.
Wow, what a
Uh-oh.
champion.
I'm gonna wait and
That's
watch
gonna
what
be-
happens.
Chris rolled like dice.
What happened?
I said I'm gonna wait and see I'm gonna watch what happens.
Harry, you feeling all right?
Ooh, it's strong.
It's strong. Strong how? What's it
Mm.
taste like?
Oh, like shit.
That's
Really,
that's
Harry?
always a good sign.
But I mean, I don't think I'm gonna die or anything.
How do you feel?
I feel all right. I mean, I could have done without it.
I'm drinking it down.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck.
Fucking hell.
Constitution. 15.
15. You have succeeded your Constitution saving throw. You take it like a champ. It
Nice.
tastes like really strong, like Brazilian bold coffee, like real powerful coffee, black coffee. It's really got a strong kick to it. You feel like it's so strong that it could literally knock you on your ass if you know. So you guys, you boy.
I'm gonna do the whole pretend to drink it and chuck it on my shoulder.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna
Sleight
do
of
the
hand
same.
that.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Gotcha. Make sleight of hand checks, both of you, please.
Oh, don't
Okay.
fuck this up, Jacob.
Ooh, not so bad. I got an 18.
Oh, that's not bad, but not good enough. I got 27.
27. Normally, 27 would be enough, but I rolled a natural 20, so she looks at both of you and
Ooh.
scowls. Ugh.
Really?
I'm going to have to.
Fuck.
I'm going to have to clean up the floor now. You should leave.
What do you mean
now.
clean up the floor? It's dissolving the floor.
Well, it's. I've got to mop now. You've got it all over the floor. So my next customer is going to slip. You're going to make them slip.
Oh, your poor customers.
Before you kick us out, do you have any
Yes.
superior healing potions?
I don't know if I want to sell to you anymore. You've insulted my
look at what you've
brew.
done.
All right, give me the
I-
mop and I'll clean it up because I also need some healing potions.
Make a persuasion check. Pia.
Nat 20 plus
Oh,
10.
baby.
All right.
Plus 10.
She shuffles off and comes back with a mop, schlop, right in front of you. She's, I'll expect to just dry it up for me, please. Do you do
Jacob, is that your first 30 roll?
What?
Is that your first 30 plus roll? 30.
Yeah, actually, it was. That was my first 30.
Ah,
it?
Oh, that was
Hit
pretty
that
cool.
milestone. a long time ago.
celebration.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
actually gonna. I'm
I'll drink
actually
to
gonna
that.
do it.
You actually you gonna sweep it up, mop it
Yeah,
up?
real quick because I
Okay,
I
so
want
you
healing
mop.
potions.
All right,
too,
no
so-
problem. So while
Yeah.
you're mopping it up, she seems to be in a better mood. Make an investigation check, Baka, please, for the
Right.
for
Oh.
the healing potion.
Natural one again.
Natural one. Okay. She
Oh my
she comes out with a lighter colored, viscous, also smelly liquid and says this will heal you up right well. This will heal you. Oh, it smells wonderful. Smell it. And you smell it and it's disgusting smelling. Do you buy it?
Hell no.
You insult me further. Give me give me it back. Give me that
Take
that
it,
mop
please,
back. Oh, Eric, get out of my store. You've insulted me to no end. I make the best coffee. Ah,
Everywhere we go.
all
I'm gonna
right.
walk out.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so much for that.
much for that. You drop the mop.
Sorry.
and
I
I
rolled a natural
gently
one.
lean it against the wall.
Everywhere we
So
go.
now
you want that.
here's the question. The question is, so the tankards of how many of the tankards of coffee were drunken? What did you drink?
Harry and
So
Theoden, I think.
Harry, Theoden, Baka poured one over his shoulder. Pia poured one over his shoulder. What did you do with yours, Sirach? You didn't say one way or the other. Did you leave
I
it on the
didn't
counter?
know. I was kind of looking at it, and then
He's cold. He's holding it in his hand.
sizing it up, sniffing it, and then I'm gonna knock it back.
Just touching it too.
You knock it back. Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, 16.
Just really, really dark roast, like rough coffee. Like you do feel energized. It's just if you depending on what you've eaten early in the day, if you drink this on an empty stomach, you could burn a hole right through your digestive system. But you took it like a champ. There's one
Tastes
cup
like
of
Dire
it.
Badger.
Yes, there's one of it left. Theoretically, if you wanted to, you could pour it in like a vial. That's what Harry is going to do. Harry wants to take one for the road. Somebody give him an empty vial.
I'll give him one.
Okay, so he takes the sixth one, he pours it into a vial, he stoppers it up, and he puts the dark roast coffee from the dark bowl in the apothecarium. All right, but unfortunately, you guys did not buy the healing potion because it smelled rank, and that's the end of that. Any place else? It's almost dinner
before
time.
that,
Yes, go
I
for it.
do. I'm gonna give Pia. I have 2 superior healing potions on me. I'm gonna give him one of them.
Okay.
Oh, how nice of you.
Yes. Well, this is just in case, because
Um,
I trust you to save Sirach or Theoden's life should something go awry.
oh, well,
Oh,
what an honor.
Because we know if anyone's gonna go down, it's gonna be those 2.
Or I don't know, man.
Yeah, because we don't hide in combat.
Right. You
I
just
mean,
miss miss all your attacks in combat.
Don't forget that Desdemona's newfound friends probably won't like me very much when they find out who I am.
Well, you're I don't know. You want to wear you have disguise self, so
Meh, we'll see. See how I'm feeling.
I
go
ain't
from
no
navy
bitch.
blue to purple. I don't know.
Yeah, that'll work.
So the interesting thing is, you wasted so much time in the grasshopper.
It's already time for the wedding.
Well, not time for the wedding.
It's
per
been
se,
3 days.
but
It
it's
feels
but
like
it's
it.
but it's dark. It's dark out. It was interesting because a moment ago you felt like you were in the back of the building near the garden area, and it was light out as if it had been noon. But when you went back into the building and then back out the front, the sun, instead of being at the 12 o'clock in the sky, is literally sunset. So you realize that that gardening area in the back, it must be some sort of magical plane of existence, some kind of pocket universe where they basically keep the flowers blooming at all times.
Oh, that's sick.
So,
Cool.
so the bottom line is it's about 6 p.m. on the 6th. You guys are hungry. The horses are taken care of. Do you guys go and get something to? You obviously are going to need some place to sleep unless you're planning to sleep homeless style in like an alley somewhere.
I'm not doing that.
No,
Okay,
not here.
so
I've done
Sleep
enough
under
of that in
Theoden.
the mountains.
yeah, so in the Rogues Quarter, there are basically 3 options. There are 2 taverns which rent out rooms, and then there's specifically an inn. The most expensive high class place is called the Jaded Pond, right? The inn, just an inn, is called the Dry Tree, where they rent out rooms. But there's also like a dive bar called the Fast Raven, in the Rogues Quarter, which Baka, who's lived here before, has said that he's if the place you're gonna have the most fun per se would be the Fast Raven, but the safest place to be would probably be either the Dry Tree or the Jaded Pond, the expensive place.
And by fun, I mean like get your shit stolen fun.
yeah, that's a possibility too.
I like the dry tree. Sounds
Yeah, I
I
was
like the
thinking that
name of the
too.
dry tree.
The Dry
I just
Tree.
like- I
I've slept in many a dry tree in my day.
There we go. So you make your way over to the Dry Tree, which is in the Rogues Quarter. How many days will you? First of all, how many rooms do you want to rent? There are 5 of you. How many rooms are you?
Bunking with Theoden.
Yeah,
Bunking with
bunk
Harry.
Sirach.
I'll stay
Okay,
by
so-
myself. Hell yeah.
Okay, so 3
Yeah, fuck you,
rooms.
Pia.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, 3 rooms. 3 rooms would be a gold a day.
Well, do they have a one room with 3 beds?
Make a persuasion check, Theoden.
Beds. Room for activity.
It's like a 7.
A 7.
-3 for his shit.
Yeah.
Charisma.
So basically, he says, "I'll answer your question in a moment." And he gets distracted, and then when he comes back to you, the old man basically is like, "What was your question again?"
Do you have a room with 3 beds?
No, that makes no sense.
It makes no sense. So
Makes
you
no
don't have
sense.
it.
Makes no sense.
What do you mean it makes no sense?
It makes no sense. Why I would want to sell 3 rooms, not 1 room with 3 beds. Makes no sense.
All right, give me the 2 beds.
Who said there's 2 beds?
Well,
All right, there's 2 beds. Fine. There's 2 beds. All right, fine. So
We're an old-fashioned couple.
yeah. So you get 3 rooms, right?
Wow.
The 3 rooms. Each room has 2 beds each.
I'll be
Okay.
right back 1 second.
No problem.
Are you
Um,
sure?
Yes.
Are you just saying that to please Theoden?
No, Theoden will grumble his way to the room, and when he enters the room, he is pleased to see that the room has at least 2 beds. So you may use 1 bed if you so desire, but there are 2.
I kind of want to use 1 bed now.
There you go. So now, the price of the rooms are basically a gold each a day. How many days will you want to hold on to the 3 rooms?
All 3.
No, I mean how many days?
All 3 days.
Oh, 3 days. So you want to
Yeah,
pay in
right.
advance for 3 days.
Are
Okay.
you guys down?
So then, if that's
yeah,
the case,
because
then
we shouldn't pay for any more days just in case
Yeah, in case
we
shit
know what's
goes
gonna
down.
happen on the day of the wedding.
all right. So
Yeah.
basically, honestly, then it just costs a total of 9 gold pieces for the 3 days.
I'll pay it. I'll pay all of it.
Okay, 9
Thank you,
gold.
Faye.
For my solo room? Wow.
And honestly, if
Sugar
you have
daddy.
if you have a lot of platinum,
really,
Theoden, if you have a lot of platinum, if you give him 1 platinum, that's basically 10 gold, and it's like giving him a gold tip.
Oh,
So just give him 1 platinum piece, and the rooms
Okay.
are paid for 3 days. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Now, obviously, let's try to fast track this a little bit, because I mean, if you burn 3 days in this city, you're more than welcome to investigate, look for things. But I would suggest that you
Good.
be more
I'm ready for this wedding.
But I was going to say, be specific about what you'd like, because unless we have something specific, we might as well just move the narrative forward to right before the wedding. You know,
I
so
have
that
some
way we can get to that. Afterwards, either you get kicked out of the city or you burn down the city, or you could stay in the city afterwards and just go shopping then if you want.
Depending what happens.
Okay.
Fireball, fireball, fireball.
Yeah, fireball. Okay,
Get
so
those hands heated up.
that first night, as you guys go to bed after having
Whoa.
food. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I heard something fall in my house. I had to go check.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to steal something.
I know you want to
Spooky
steal something.
ghosty.
What place would you go to eat? Would you go to eat in the Fast Raven or the Jaded Pond? Jaded Pond is the expensive place. Fast Raven is the dive bar.
Jaded Pond.
Jaded Pond.
Jaded Pond,
Pond.
the nice
Oh,
fancy place.
We'll be bougie
Fancy
tonight.
feast.
Yeah, I
Okay.
want to steal from someone at the Jaded Pond.
The just to fast track the meal, you guys sit down. There's wine, there's ale, there's roast pig with candied fruits,
Oh,
salad.
good.
There's there's
Wow.
mashed potatoes, both sweet mashed potatoes and white mashed potatoes, and everything. When you're finished, they give you a dessert, which is basically sliced melon drizzled with honey and whipped cream, fresh whipped cream. The food is outstanding. It's a little on the pricey side.
It's okay.
It basically
Not
costs
even.
20 gold pieces to feed all 5 of you.
Money bags.
20 gold pieces. 20
I'll
gold
pay it,
pieces
I'll
is,
pay
buy
is,
this
is
one.
2 platinum.
Yeah, let me pay. Let me pay it.
I was gonna say I'll do this one. You pay
Let
for
that,
it.
and he didn't
I
spend much
got
money
it. I
at
got
that.
over 1,000 platinum.
Ooh, maybe don't say that too loud.
Money bags.
All of a sudden, people look at you from the corner.
Oh, yeah.
So the 2 platinum is wiped away. The 20 gold pieces is done. You guys eat like pigs. While you're eating, I'm sure Baka at some point gets up and goes to the bathroom. What target are you looking for, Baka? In the city where you're about to get married, who are you looking to steal from?
A rich single lady.
Rich single lady. Make an investigation check to see if you can find a rich single lady.
Try not to steal her heart.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, Desdemona will kill her real quick. 15.
15. With a 15, it takes you an hour or so. You miss the middle course, but by hanging out at the bar by yourself, they can all see you from the distance. Your group known as the Natural Ones know exactly what you're doing, and they're happy. They're content to eat your food while you're at the bar.
Sure, they.
And,
I'm a small guy. I don't eat that
yeah.
much.
And but eventually you spark up a conversation with an attractive human female with dirty blonde hair, pinned up
Nice.
in a bun. She seems to be wearing a lot of jewelry. She's wearing earrings that look expensive. She's wearing a necklace that looks expensive, and she's wearing a ring on her left hand and a bracelet on her right hand.
Is a ring a wedding ring?
You're
It
getting
is-
married tomorrow, Baka. Relax.
Make a perception check.
This is his bachelor party.
24, Chris.
That's right. We
24?
do need to have
You
a
know-
bachelor party.
You know, it could double. It does have a sizable crystals colored rock. It could double as a wedding ring. It absolutely could.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna chat her up and she's wearing earrings, a ring, and what else was it? A necklace.
Necklace,
Go to
earring,
kiss her and then rip off the earring.
Yeah,
a ring on her left hand, bracelet on her right hand.
Hmm.
What would
Damn.
you like to do?
Yeah, I just chat her up and see if I can interest her in going back to my room. Without
Okay.
Going into it too much.
What exactly do you say to her after a few drinks?
Or her room actually.
Yeah. What exactly do you say to her after a few drinks? What's your move? What's your catchphrase?
Have I found her name out yet?
Yeah. Her name is Mildred.
Mildred. Okay, that
Mildred.
doesn't sound like an attractive young lady, but
Well,
um
they didn't name them.
sorry
all
to all
back in those
Mildreds.
days.
Yeah, Mildred, you are so lovely.
Oh. Thank you.
I love your dirty blonde hair. Do you want to go back to my place?
You seem harmless enough. Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Wow, it's 18 plus persuasion. That's plus 3, right? It's hard to see in this shit. 21.
21. She agrees to follow you back. She agrees to leave the Jaded Pond and follow you back to the Dry Tree, to the room that you're going to share with Pia. No, not Pia. This room that you're sharing with Sirach, I'm assuming.
Nobody
No,
wanted to stay with
No, wait
me.
a minute. No, you're sharing the room with Harry. That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going with
Harry
Harry's room.
is Harry is eating basically back with the rest of the group at the Jaded Pond, enjoying dinner, and you've made your way back before the night is over for a little bit of private time with Mildred at the dry tree. You're there alone in the room. Make another persuasion check to see if she will allow you to get a little bit more familiar.
Shit. 6.
A 6. She has no problem with kissing. She's no problem with a little bit of closeness, a little bit of intimacy. But at some point, she gets a little frigid and says, "I'm so sorry, but I this is faster than I can. This is uncomfortable to me. I have to leave."
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to push too far.
No, it's not your fault. It's just that I was originally married and I'm a widower and this is a little too fast for me. I enjoy your company and I think that you're a lovely, lovely young person.
I'm gonna grab her hands and say, "No, it's all right. Let me walk you out." And while I'm holding her hands, I'm gonna slip the ring off.
Absolutely. Make a sleight of hand check.
26.
And I rolled an 18, which means you slipped the ring off with basically she has no idea you took her ring off of her finger. It is now you palmed it. It is now yours. She says, "No, that's not necessary. I can make my way on my own. But thank you so much. I'll leave you to your room. You obviously you look like you need to. You also got to realize that like you're partially undressed. You were getting aggressive, right? So you got to get yourself dressed up." And she whisks herself away and closes
Would you
the door
start
behind her.
ripping off your pants?
I guess.
Yeah. So you're there by yourself for a moment. You take a deep breath. You have an opportunity to look at the ring. Do you?
Yes.
Okay. Make a perception check on the ring.
Oh boy. Say 8.
Okay, 8. That's a dual purpose perception check. It's not just to investigate the ring. It's also basically to keep an eye on what's happening in the room while you're in it. As you're looking at the ring, you're thinking to yourself, "Oh man, I screwed that up. I wish that had gone better." But then again, I got the ring. You hear there's like a static electricity in the room. That the hair on the back of your neck begins to rise.
Uh-oh.
And you look up from the ring and you notice a curtain. A purplish green curtain opens up and it's something familiar that you've seen Pia do before. It's some sort of dimension door or transportation. And through the dimension door in the center of the room steps someone that you've seen before. I'll describe this person for the audience and then maybe you'll figure it out. If not, I'll tell you who it is after the description. She is tall and lean and beautiful. She has dark shoulder length hair. She's wearing a leather corset. She's wearing fishnet stockings, high heel stiletto shoes. Her skin is green. That is the only indication that she is not a full-blooded human. And on her very, very voluptuous legs, wrapped around them are the tattoos of musical notes. Her name is Issa. Issa steps through the dimension door to visit you in your private chamber with a smile on her face. And she walks in. Issa is the I guess co-lead singer of the musical group / terrorist organization group known as Orcish Revenge. And she says to you, "You are here, little one. I'm pleased. I wasn't sure if I was coming too early. It is not yet nighttime."
Only the males can come early.
Well, in fairness, Theoden, you're not there. He's there by himself. But maybe
I know.
in spirit, you're saying
I'll
somewhere
say it is. Only the males can come too early.
Yeah.
Theoden's place.
Baka, do you have the Nornfire necklace for me yet?
Not yet. We just got to town literally today.
Oh.
You know, we got stealing stuff is a multitask operation. You know, we got scout out the area. We got spotters, and we need to.
Well, you're the expert. You're the expert in the thieving area. Far be it to me not to try to tell you how to do your job. That's your profession and your expertise. Just to give you some information, it's inside the Golden Exchange, which is the bank in the War District, and the Nornfire necklace is in a safe deposit box. The number is number 27. So is there anything else that I can do for you to help you in this process?
Yeah.
Bachelor party.
You know what? I recently heard you guys hooked up with the Red Hand. Mind telling me a
Oh,
little about that?
make a persuasion check.
It's a big roll, I feel like.
Persuasion, 17.
17. She says, she looks at you and she smiles and says, I'm not so sure about the strength of your information. We're just a mere musical group. We entertain for our own pleasure. Yes, we are affiliated loosely with the Brood of Katoa, and we're also affiliated loosely with the Zentarum and Prince Ryan. But the Red Hand is not something that I'm particularly privy to. I'm not from this city, and I don't know very much about them. That's
Fair enough.
Hey, how
certainly
loose are you?
Jesus, Matt.
Matt. You're not there, Matt.
Ah!
All right, fair enough. Have you figured out where the bowl is at right now, where it's located at?
I have been putting out my agents. I do not, as of yet, have that information. But if I did, it would be foolish of me to give you that information before you get the necklace
Course,
for me.
I would trade you this Northern Fire necklace for the information.
Yes, I'm glad to hear that. Are you planning on doing this before or after this event that's taking place in the ruins?
Oh, you know about that.
Yes. It doesn't, our previous arrangement, it doesn't for in the least deter me from our arrangement, our personal arrangement that we have agreed upon.
Well, truth be told, Issa, I'd much rather it be you I was marrying, but
She
It's-
smiles. She loves that. She would just see that
Oh,
she loves
shit.
that.
yeah, and if any luck, there won't be a marriage, there won't be a wedding.
You are a slippery one, aren't you? So,
You slippery snake.
yeah.
Snake.
So like I said, I'm unwilling to fulfill my end of this transaction, but since I do find you quite desirable, and it seems that someone left prematurely just a moment ago.
Spying on us, haven't you?
Well, I see much of I'm not.
That's not the only thing that's gonna be premature.
Yeah. She says to you, I would love to give you a preview. Sit down.
I sit.
Okay, you sit down at the edge of the bed and she kneels before you, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
What happens if I fail it? Oh shit.
I'm early.
Saving throw. 15.
15. Well, let's just say that you enjoy yourself profusely as the screen fades to black and the scene ends with you taking a little bit of an earlier nap than you thought that you would. So that's over with. We're back to you guys noticed that Baka left with the blonde from the bar. You guys are eating. Is there anything of interest that you guys would like to do in the bar, in the city that night, or you guys basically after you eat and drink just gonna head back and go to sleep?
Sirach's gonna go to sleep after a good meal.
Rock, go to sleep. Good meal. Anybody else do anything interesting out of the ordinary?
Nah, not tonight.
Not tonight. What about you, Theoden?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm going to bed.
So we'll knock out.
Yeah,
What we'll do
please.
is just to fast track the narrative just a little bit. Unless Baka wants to do something specific before the wedding, let me know. Otherwise, we can advance the narrative. There's no reason for us to go through every meal, every day, every store. We don't have to do that. Unless the reason why I'm asking you is because you just had a conversation with Issa.
Let me
might
check
want-
my notes real quick.
yeah.
I mean, I'll go over what happened minus the sexual details
Gotcha.
with the group.
Gotcha. So everyone here knows the conversation that happened between him and Issa.
And I'll pick up my armor too.
All right, so you pick up your armor. It's on the day before. You purchase, just so you know, you've purchased your tuxedos. Sirach, you've
Yes.
noticed that what kind of armor do you wear, Sirach?
Mostly the breastplate.
Okay.
is the
You
important part.
found that the breastplate really doesn't fit all that well underneath the tuxedo. So you
course.
have a choice. The choice is, do you wear the tuxedo minus the breastplate? when you attend the wedding, or do you basically say, "Fuck it, I'm not wearing the tuxedo. I'm showing up as a groomsman with my my armor"? What is your plan?
I'm showing up with my armor.
Showing up with his armor. What about are you
I don't
are
care.
you going to do anything besides just the armor? I'm just out of curiosity.
Put a tie
Well,
on.
Yeah, I was gonna
actually,
say, put your bow tie on or whatever. And your top hat.
RP wise,
Yes.
could I, so obviously I have the top hat, whatever.
Okay.
Could I use my ability and kind of alter hide in plain sight to kind of dress up my plate, like my breastplate, to kind of look closer, just closer? Like obviously it still looks like armor, but like I
Well,
kind of
like,
like
tape
put
your
some like
tuxedo to
charcoal
it?
on it to make it look like a tux.
The only thing that I would say is that you wouldn't be able to do it with that ability. Like if you wanted to, if you could come up with, while I go around the group and ask them what they're looking to do, if you can come up with a different, more creative way to adjust your armor to make it more ceremonial, then I'll allow it. But for
Okay.
right now, maybe you spend one of the days of the 3 days waiting for the wedding to happen, trying to make it work, and for whatever reason you can't make it work. It's so hold on to that thought. Let's go to Theoden. Theoden, your what kind of armor are you wearing? Full plate?
Full plate, baby.
Okay, you're full plate. Harry is decided to leave his full plate and his new shield inside the room at the dry tree. He's asked Baka if Baka could
Oh no, half plate. I'm sorry.
half plate.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: whether it's full plate or half plate,
Same shit.
the bottom line is that it doesn't fit under the tuxedo. Harry basically is like, so Baka, could you put an alarm spell around the room when the party is on or something, so that someone doesn't come in and steal my stuff?
Where's Harry?
You can do that. Okay, so Harry is basically gonna attend the wedding with the tuxedo on. He's
So
like,
I'll leave my armor with Harry's armor.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're attending the wedding without your armor.
So
Gotcha.
I'm out
This
like
is sounding
6
more and more
AC.
familiar.
Say that again.
This is sounding more and more familiar.
Pia, what
I
are you doing?
I wear studded leather and I have my cloak of displacement.
Okay. The studded leather can fit underneath the armor. The cloak of displacement is going to look like a dirty bathrobe. It's over
Can I
the
wear?
tuxedo.
So I can't like tuck it under the tux.
You're a groomsman.
Yeah. It's not going to look right. I mean, you could listen if you can come up with a creative way in which to do it, but it looks like you decided to wear a bathrobe over.
Put a
the tuxedo.
corsage on it.
It's up to you. You just have to concern yourself with the reaction that you're going to get when you show up to basically in front of hundreds of people at a wedding wearing a bathrobe over your tuxedo.
All right, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay, so you're wearing the bathrobe over the tuxedo, not a problem, and the studded leather is underneath the tuxedo. All right, so Baka, what is your plan? What are you going to do? You're
I
going
don't fucking know.
So now here's the problem. Studded leather is bigger, is more bulkier and puffier than
Well, I did buy
regular
the
leather.
size up.
You did. Make you know what? I'll tell you what. Make a dexterity check.
A check?
A check. This is a dexterity check to see if you can
22.
keep from a 22. You just squeezed it in without tearing the tuxedo. You got the studded leather underneath the tuxedo. So you're
Anybody
good.
got extra studded leather?
Well, I mean, theoretically, you could go buy some if you wanted to.
As I say, Theoden, if my plan doesn't work, we can go shopping.
So now it's getting back to Sirach. What is your idea as far as maybe another way to fashion your armor to make it look ceremonial?
I would like to go to a, like a textile place,
Sure.
and just try to see if someone for a price could fabric over my breastplate.
Not a problem. You go back to the grasshopper stand because it's an all you can.
I'm gonna go with them.
And Theoden goes with him. And for a fee, what an artist can do a rendition of what a tuxedo would look like on your armor. Are you willing to do it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It
I'm
takes
doing it too.
it takes a day and it costs 75 gold pieces.
You know what?
It's fine.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
I'll do it.
All right. So then you know what? You know
It
what?
totally
Sorry.
looks like that tuxedo T-shirt. Like I know.
Okay. Okay.
I just want
uh,
to make my cloak prettier.
Okay, no problem. So
Yeah.
let's just say combined, if all three of you do it, you get it done in under the wire of the 3 days. The artist is thrilled to have the business, and he doctors up the breastplate, the half plate, and he even does some styling to the cloak of displacement in order so
Ooh.
that it's
So we
basic.
could wear it.
So you could wear it. And Harry will do the same thing. Let me actually grab Harry's sheet and do his as well. Hold on 1 second. Give me a minute. Oh, I left Harry's sheet over there. I'll get it. I'll get it at the break. All right. So make it seven platinum each because that's 70 gold. So 7 platinum each in order to doctor it up where you get to wear your armor. I'm sure that you will probably get a couple of weird stares because you're not technically in tuxedos. But if you wear the top hats and you maybe wrap the tie around your neck or something, maybe try to put the cummerbund underneath or whatever, you'll make it work.
Well, I'm
So,
still wearing my tux with the
yes,
studded leather. I just have a prettier cloak now.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Done deal. Done deal. All right. So anyway, is there anything else that you guys would like to do in let's say the day before?
Yes,
the wedding?
Sirach does.
What does Sirach like to do?
First question for the group.
Uh-oh.
The animals are staying behind this time around, right?
Splinter's gonna stay in my pocket because he doesn't. bother
Splinter
anybody.
doesn't count.
No.
He's almost not like an animal. He's basically like a pocket square for you. I'm talking the lions, a dog, and a weasel.
Well, the
Yeah, what are we
interesting
doing
thing
with
is
Chester?
the interesting thing is that the weasel could theoretically stay around Baka's neck, almost like it's some sort of like fur stall. You could get away
Okay.
with that if you wanted to, but you can't get away. Like you said, it's good that you brought that up because the dog is ginormous,
Yeah.
and they're basically lion cubs. They're they're very noticeable, and the cat. So basically, it's 3 cats and a dog.
I
Basically,
forgot about the cat.
yeah. So
Oh,
yeah,
and the owl.
well, the owl you can just
Uh,
bamf out of existence
yeah,
because it
you
comes
can-
from the Feywild.
That's true.
Are they staying back?
I guess they'll stay in the room.
Okay.
They should
Theoden?
stay together though.
They didn't make a animal handling check to try and convince Chester to stay in the room.
Guidance.
Cocked.
Roll it again.
Guidance.
Yep.
Where is that D4? Animal handling.
You can't talk
Plus
to
30.
Chester, right?
He cannot
13.
talk to Chester.
No.
13.
13. So what did you say to Chester, Theoden?
I said, Chester, you're gonna have to stay here
Huh?
until I get back.
Tail is wagging.
Stay here.
Bamf! Bamfs onto the bed.
Good. Good. Stay. No more.
Okay. Do you leave the room?
Yeah.
As you leave the room and close the door, bamf! He's right at your leg outside the
Go
door.
on, Chester. I'm gonna drag him back in.
You drag him back in.
And I'm gonna have him sit. I'm gonna say, sit, sit,
He sits.
stay. And I'm gonna walk out.
And he does not follow you.
Okay.
All right. So now
Bastard.
so now I need a how are we going to convince the 2 lion cubs to stay in the room as well?
Oh God.
Who's doing it?
Not
I
mine.
can't talk to animals.
No, I'm
I
talking
mean,
about the ones in the rooms,
I'll-
the ones
I'll
in the
do
party
it.
that can.
I'll do
Which
it.
is the rest of us.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm the only one.
You and
Oh.
Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Harry may be
dwarves.
good. We never asked him.
Oh no, I can't talk to animals.
Oh,
The
okay.
dwarf.
Dwarves don't talk to animals.
Come on.
Well, at least they don't.
I mean, I'll
don't-
just
What do you
ask
expect me to know about dwarves?
Alistair. I'll be like, hey, stay here with Chester and your brother,
Uh-huh.
Cora.
Uh-huh.
We'll
Yes,
come
Father.
back
Yes, father.
if anything happens while you're here. I don't want to tell them to run, but
Tell the
Um,
owl.
what was that?
Tell the owl. You can leave the window.
Oh, you're gonna leave the owl there?
We can leave the window cracked, and the owl can just hang out outside.
Okay. If anyone comes to the room, let the owl know.
And
Okay.
I'll have the owl hang out
Okay.
outside.
So,
the window.
Sirach, your ability to speak with beasts, it's a spell, right?
Yes.
Okay, so while you're having this conversation, Tora is listening in. And Tora basically, where is this is basically a room where this is the private room where Baka is not. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
So Baka, are you leaving Tora with the two cats in Sirach and Theoden's room together? Hello?
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, maybe his microphone is not on.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
That would be a thing.
Uh-oh, his microphone is down.
Microphone down.
Microphone down.
Just give us a thumbs
Tracer
up.
down.
Let's see. Let's see if he gets it back. Let's see if he gets it. Tracer down. Tracer down.
I was wondering why y'all couldn't hear me.
No, we couldn't
were
hear
you
you.
talking the whole time?
I was talking. I was
No,
like,
we didn't hear a word you said
know,
for
I
who
noticed
knows how
that.
long.
and I had no idea why because my shit was unmuted. And I was like, okay.
All right.
And
So my question was,
out.
is were you going to leave your cat Tora with the two lion cubs in
Well,
Theoden
Sirach's
and
leaving his, isn't he? Well, I have the two, so shouldn't he leave it with my cats?
oh, I don't. I'm just trying to figure out where we're gonna. Keep
I
the
mean,
animals,
it's
what room.
even. You have 2 cats. We have a cat and a dog.
Yeah.
All right. I said I was leaving them in the room together, all of them,
Okay.
and I told her it wasn't working, but I was telling Ari to stay in the room and guard the room, guard Tora.
Yes, Daddy. Love you, Daddy.
I love you too, Tora.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Horrible.
Or
So,
it was Ari.
so that's Ari, and Tora basically follows gingerly, saunters her way into the other room, looks back at Chewbacca, and goes, "Don't worry, I'll keep a good eye on Ari. He'll be fine."
Thanks, Tora.
And
He
yeah.
needs
You're a true one, Tora.
and
can you teach him something like I don't know, like math or something? Tora.
Is that like some kind of gnome joke? I
course.
don't get it.
Sorry.
Ah.
I thought you were a rather intelligent cat.
Oof.
Oh, so that's
Ooh.
sarcasm indeed, huh?
That set her off.
Ah.
Him.
One day when we rule the world, you will have to pay for that comment.
Understandable.
So she saunters her way into Sirach and Theoden's room and says to Sirach, he loves me. He just likes to treat me that way, but he loves me.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know he does.
Yeah.
But just
know.
make sure you keep him in his place.
Oh, he knows his place.
Good. I'm
hear
gonna,
this.
I'm gonna pat Tora's head.
Yeah.
I
Oh, don't touch me.
Oh,
Don't,
sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
All right.
Do I hear this, Chris?
No, actually, you're not in the room at the moment. Anyway, so
Damn
let's just say, for argument's sake, do you go back before the you get all of the stuff from the magic shop from Lordaeron's hole, right?
Yeah.
In advance of the wedding. Okay, so you can wear your armor. You've got your ring of animal influence. I'm trying to think. I don't want to forget anything in advance of this grand event. I don't want to. Is there anything that you guys would like to do before this happens? It's basically on the 9th of 257, and it's at noon in the ruins. Is there anything that you guys would like to do in preparation? You're wearing your outfits, your modified outfits, your bow ties, your top hats.
I'm gonna take all the purple and black roses that I bought and wrap them around my horns.
Okay, very cool. I like the visual imagery. Very cool.
Mhm.
So you, if anything, you definitely look even more representative of the event. Like you're taking the event seriously, which is cool.
Right before
Anything else?
right before I go to the ceremony, I want to drink an anti-poison potion
Okay.
and use the purple worm poison on my rapier,
Okay.
which I will have attached.
Absolutely. I'm assuming that you took your weapons. Not a problem. Okay, so here we go. It's 9:30.
Oh fuck.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to start off some of this, and right in the middle of it, we'll take a break, and then when we come back from the break, we'll continue. Because to take a break right now will be it's about that time, but I want to get this show on the road a little bit. So, all right. So when you make your way into the ruins area behind the well that she basically mentioned to Baka, there is a kind of broken down building in the background, and you can see basically just the sky is over the distance because you're 1,500 feet high. But there is a small makeshift wooden gazebo that was obviously recently built. And there are literally hundreds of people making their way through the city in the direction of the ruins. And there's people dressed in very formal attire, women in they're dressed to the nines, and you're not the only ones with flowers. There's a nervous excitement kind of in the air, and like a general like feeling of like this city needed some sort of like pick me up, and this is definitely going to be it.
We see anybody we know?
Make a perception check.
No, we don't.
Well, no, you don't.
Can I check to see if there's anyone I know?
Yes, but that is the last of the rolls for the group.
I'm a former resident of the city.
That was a 2.
Okay.
You said
Just so you
perception?
know. Yeah, I rolled a 2.
I got a 24.
A 24. Okay, with the 24, because you lived there 5 years ago, you do see a congregation of soldiers, Emerald Enclave soldiers, surrounding a litter. And a litter, if you don't know what a litter is kind of like a royalty person sits in a box, and the box has sticks, and people carry the sticks so that the person can sit in a relaxed kind of way. It's called a litter, and they carry them with the slided. But it's the thing is that it's the door is slid open, and none of the group would notice this, but you know who this person is. That it's T'Soth Windchaser, which is the governor of this city. He's a member. He's basically one of the Emerald Enclave leaders. And what's interesting to you is the fact that it's 5 years later and T'Soth Windchaser is still in power. It's just that's the only. You don't have any opinions one way or the other. He's basically a bureaucrat. You could care less. Somebody else to steal from. But the bottom line is it's just interesting to you that he's still in control, like more than 5 years later of Kirillith. But anyway, other than that, you don't really notice anybody you see. What's interesting to you also, you said you rolled a 24, right?
Yeah.
Okay, with a 24, you also notice that you don't see that many people from the red hand from 5 years ago that you used to work with. You don't see anybody, which is interesting. Like you would have thought
not
that
alarming.
Yeah, you would have thought that considering that she's the leader of the Red Hand, that she would have had some like control over the security of the event and would have taken some of the Red Hand people that she has underneath her and put them in like strategic places that you would have noticed. And you don't see any sort of Red Hand representation at all as you're heading over into the ruins of the city, which is odd to you because you're just like, I know 5 years is not a very long time. There should be some people that I know from back in the day, and I don't see anyone. So that's another thing that you find strange with the 24. In any event, you make your way in. A party planner, a beautiful female tiefling, full-sized, not half-sized, comes up to you wearing a lovely dress and holding a clipboard, comes up to you, Baka, and the rest of the group, and stops you and goes, oh my God, why are you guys wearing armor? This is just, she's going to be furious. Come with me, Mr. Baka. I need to set you up. So do you separate from the rest of the group?
No.
I think you should go.
Look, let me explain to you. Okay, look, listen, I'm the party planner. I'm the one that's setting up the events for this thing. I need to get you in. Okay, listen, it's okay. Your gentleman can come with you.
I'm wearing a tuxedo though over my armor, so I'm the only one that has.
Well, no, she's complaining in general about the groomsmen, and the state of their dress.
Everywhere we go.
Yeah.
I mean,
no one likes our outfits.
Come with me, guys. Come with me.
All right, so the group of you go basically by the gazebo and stand in place, and before long, you realize that there's maybe close to 1,000 people watching, literally,
nice.
All races, demographics. It is a massive, massive crowd. This woman must at this point have some sort of political clout of some kind, because 5 years ago she was an underlord. and now she's got 1,000 people and the governor of the city to South Windchaser in attendance at her wedding. This is a bizarre thing to you, Baka, because you were you were an underground organization
married,
once, and this
baby.
is just like this is much bigger than you thought it would be. You thought you were going to be like in an underground fucking bunker with like 12 people,
Yeah.
and this is like way bigger than you expected.
I hear
Now,
the bells.
There are purple flowers everywhere.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
literally
Wearing
on
red.
stands. You guys wearing red bow ties. Some of you wearing purple cummerbunds. You're a mixture of colors. But the point is you guys do look like you're somewhat dressed
Couple
for
of
the
chooches.
occasion. Yeah. So as the music begins, and you look to your right and you notice that there is a 4-piece
no.
acoustic quartet of music: a violin, a cello, someone playing a flute, and you hear that the traditional music of not only the realm but also of the tiefling traditions, of basically the version of "Here Comes the Bride," as she walks up the center aisle by herself. And I have to say, guys, you know, she's short, but she kind of looks cute. She's wearing a white dress. She's got the veil. She's got the tiara. She's holding purple flowers. She's got a huge smile on her face. She is, again, a tiefling that's about 3 feet tall. She's just a smidge taller than Baka.
Boy.
Okay, standing next to you guys at the altar is an old elven man who's holding a book and waiting
Yes.
patiently for the bride to come forward. She comes up, she immediately grabs your arm, Baka, wraps her elbow around you and goes, "Oh, my schnookins, I'm so happy to see you. I hope I think I look nice." And the guy at the podium goes, "Shh, okay, Marty, I'll be quiet. I'm sorry."
Oh my God.
And he goes, "We
You
are
picked a good one,
gathered
Baka."
here." Excuse me. Shh.
Sorry.
We are gathered here today to witness the joining of this man and this woman in the bond of holy matrimony. Marty, just get to the point. Nobody wants to hear this long-winded thing.
I want to hear it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mrs. Desdemona.
We would love to hear it, Marty.
Oh my God.
Sir, do you have the rings? And he looks right at Baka.
And then I look to Thaden.
Uh,
I have a ring.
I don't.
She goes,
I have
"Oh,
some
yeah."
gems.
She goes into one of her pockets hidden. Desdemona herself goes into a
Of
pocket,
course she does.
hidden in a pocket in her white dress, and pulls out his and says, "Here's this. I got rings. You give me this ring, and I'll give you one ring. I got the rings for you. I didn't think you would show up with rings, so I just in case."
I
I
pocketed the
actually
ring.
had one. I was gonna donate.
Pretty
That's
smart.
okay.
It's
That's
gonna be
okay.
like Jacob's wedding.
That's okay. That's okay. And she basically he says
I'm not wrong.
so just give me 1 second. I just gotta look this over.
Oh God.
So the ring that she gives you, he says, she puts the ring on you. Do you let her put it on?
No.
Okay, so what do you do?
Let's say Des, let's skip the rings.
What are you
Skip the
talking about? The
rings.
rings. You gotta have the rings. Oh, excuse me, sir. It's customary.
It's a
for there to be
wedding.
rings. It's a wedding. There should be.
I'm not
rings.
getting married, you dumb oaf.
Oh no.
Um.
Let it
Yeah,
happen.
so
I'll get you out of here.
You guys
Wait
might
a minute. Let's do the vows first before the rings. Do you take this man to have and to hold in marriage from this day forward? She goes, "Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do." And then he turns to you, Baka, and goes, "Do you, sir, take this woman to have and to hold in marriage from this day forward?"
No, I don't.
crowd
You
goes,
are a vile, despicable creature, Desdemona.
"Oh!"
I wouldn't marry you if you're the last
Oh gosh.
woman on earth.
Ah!
Did not see that coming.
Oh,
Oh,
and
man.
then that's
damn
and,
it.
It's not how we planned this.
and that is how, and that is
I
where
had
we'll
no
take
idea
our
what to
break.
do.
And that is where we'll take our break. I don't know about you guys, but I need a chance to collect my thoughts and figure out what's going to happen next.
Oh my
We're
god.
Chris,
gonna
what
go
were
get.
you excited?
We're gonna
It's
go
not
get
how
we're gonna go
planned
get
this.
something to drink, maybe a bite to eat, but we will be back. It's 9:40. I'm gonna say we're gonna be back at exactly 10 o'clock. Eastern Standard Time. Please subscribe if you haven't already. This is our Halloween special. The wedding of
shit.
Baka to
Would you
Desdemona
get
is
cold
about
feet?
I was never getting married, you stupid idiot.
I had a
told you
ring I
guys.
was gonna give you in case you were worried. The
Oh
ones
my
We
you
God.
needed
had
it to
were
go
fucked
through,
up.
and then we
I'm
would
not
do something.
actually like going through with it because God help me.
Baka. This
Boss, that's good.
Fuck yeah. If I'm going down, y'all coming down with me.
Oh, good.
Fine. At least one of us has been to the underworld before.
2 of you.
True. Harry.
Yeah.
Forgot about Harry. Well, Harry wasn't dead for as long as I was.
No.
Harry went to heaven.
Harry came right back.
Now?
I guess. I
Oh,
don't know.
okay.
Hello.
Back-
Chris,
Hello.
I want
Hello.
to get out of here. I want to escape.
I'm sure you do.
Hello.
I'm sure you do. But you're basically standing at an altar in a gazebo across from the dreaded Desdemona. Oh my God!
Curveballs.
With 1,000 people, 500 on her side and 500 on her side, all
That's what I
basically
said.
watching.
500 her and her.
That's
funny.
exactly what I said.
I was thinking about having Ari come with like a little mini tuxedo. Would have been cute. Fuck that. I knew shit was gonna
Alright.
get wild here.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have returned from our break. This is Shenanigans ttRPG, and we play Dungeons and Dragons. As we left our break, it was in the floating city of Kirillith, the home city of the Red Hand, the crime lord Desdemona, who had hoped to share wedded matrimony with our very own Baka, the halfling gnome. But at the altar, he refused to say, I do. She said, I do. Yes, please. Yes, please. And he said, will you take her as your wedded wife? And he said, no, I will not do it. And everyone in the audience went, and his shock on the on the groomsmen, on the bridesmaids. They dropped their
Including
flowers.
his groomsmen party.
Including his groomsmen.
shocked.
Everybody
I
is
am
shocked.
beyond shocked.
And at that exact moment, Desdemona, her visage like solidifies, and you see the iron kind of iron will that caused her to rise in the ranks through the Red Hand all those years. And she goes, no. Did you really say no? Did you really embarrass me in front of all of these people?
Oh my God.
Thousands of people in front of the leadership. This was.
Oh,
Are
by
you?
the light of
And
Elu.
she starts to like her purple face. Her purple face basically it starts to turn red, if it was even possible. Like maybe it's a deeper shade of purple. And she goes, "You thought you couldn't have told me in advance that you were gonna say no? You had to embarrass me in front of all these people."
I told you for 5 years, you demented bitch.
But then why did you come here and agree to make me walk down the aisle? And
Because you sent the wedding invitation without.
And why'd you make
even
me get
asking
this
me.
suit?
You're a terrible person, and even your own friends know you're a terrible person. You
That's
don't know.
fair.
I'm more powerful than I ever was before because I've got friends in high places now. I work to make myself a reputable person, and I have friends that are more powerful than you would ever know. And you're going to
friends
pay
in
for
low
this
places.
now. You're going to pay for this. I thought for sure that we could have been. You killed your brother, and you know it. And you owe me a baby. You owe me as an obligation. Kill
Yes,
your
Rock.
own brother.
All right.
I want
So-
everyone here to know,
I knew he killed his
everyone,
brother.
that this man killed his own brother in order to have me, and now he
Oh,
says
she's
no.
telling everybody.
Well, I refuse to take it. I refuse to be embarrassed by him.
Uh-oh.
And all of a sudden, a hush comes over the crowd. And all of a sudden, you feel this nervous energy as something starts to change. It's almost like you could just feel like a static electricity, like right before a fight happens. And Desdemona begins to grow. Very
Okay.
slow.
I
Oh
want to get
my
battle
God.
ready. Like I want to start Alpha Strike. Just
She's
attack.
a dragon.
Okay, so let's put it this way. You literally, while you're on the altar, as the tiefling who's 3 feet tall starts to grow, you decided to take out your what? What are you taking
My
out?
rapier.
Your rapier, and you strike her down on the
Oh my
on the
God.
altar in front of thousands, in front of 1,000
Fuck this
people.
shit.
All the citizens of Kirillus strike. Roll to hit.
Well, we're past the point of no return now.
I
so-
want the
Yeah,
best
there's no
whiff
coming back.
ever.
22.
22 is a hit. You've struck down your bride
And
in her wedding dress. Go for
Oh
it.
my God.
Thank God. Okay, so I'm gonna
Might
use
as well
how much
grab the
purple worm
dress and
poison.
keep it.
76.
What do you mean purple worm poison?
I had the purple worm poison.
Oh,
I
that
applied
shit
it
that
before.
wore off. That was days ago. That
No,
shit-
That
I
was
put it
days
on
ago.
right before the ceremony. I told
no,
you.
you said what you said before.
No, I
was
said
that you,
right before the. I said
you
right before the
said-
ceremony.
Well, you said that what you were doing was drinking the anti-poison potion.
No, I said
Didn't it?
both, and I'm applying the poison to my
Oh,
rapier.
Shit.
You can look in
Oh,
playback, Chris.
shit.
I said it.
All right, I'll allow it. I will allow
I
it.
swear to God, I said
will
it.
allow
And I think you did say it.
All right, I'll allow it. And,
I don't
you know
know
what?
if
There
you
was a
said
lot
it.
of stuff going on, so I'll allow it. So
Your mind was too focused on the wedding.
yes, I was. I was
That was
absolutely
mine. The
Yeah,
wedding
me
that's not
too.
happening now.
I'm
Sorry.
upset.
So
I wanted a
seven-
good.
No after
let-
party.
I'm
Say it,
gonna
and when
do
this is
a-
over, we'll
Do
get
not.
married.
Well, hold on a second. Don't
Yes,
combine
me,
the
you, and
damage.
Sirach.
Let me make
Yeah.
a Constitution saving throw. I rolled an 18 plus, so whatever the poison
Yeah,
damage is, you
half
cut it in
it.
half.
It's 76, right?
76. Go for it.
Jesus.
Don't worry, Théoden. One day I'll marry my dream girl.
We will have a
Literally.
wedding in this campaign.
Literally.
Literally, I don't know if she's real.
It's 31 divided by 2, so either 15 or 16.
Okay, so 15. All right.
That's the poison damage.
It puts now. What about the weapon damage? Now it's not a sneak attack.
Yeah, 11 for weapon
11
damage.
weapon damage. Got it. Okay. And you
And-
strike her down, and she falls down.
I don't know if I get a second attack or not, but
Well, hold on a second. I will allow you to get a second attack,
Okay.
but let me just explain what happens as you strike her once. She goes, ah! And she falls down onto the ground, and literally the force of the blow knocks her a few feet into the side of the gazebo. The gazebo breaks. Wood chips go flying everywhere, and she falls down into the grass on the other side of the gazebo. Do you chase her down to strike her again?
yes.
Then
And I
you
yell,
shoot-
"This is for Harry and Sirach!" And
Okay, so
slash.
you all of Harry is basically like mortified. Harry's
Fuck it.
basically like
I just need an excuse to kill her.
Harry's like, I wish I had my book. so
Harry, you
didn't
didn't
even
bring
leave
it
his
with
book?
you?
yeah.
I'm
so
surprised.
At least
one
like a piece of
time, Harry.
paper,
by
Harry.
the way,
Come on.
people are going, and there are people like basically say, call the guard, because
No,
violence
don't
happens.
call
No,
the guard.
don't call the gods. It's okay.
Only one guard, though. Only one
We are
guard.
the gods.
All right. Well, I don't know if that's going to work, but okay. So people are screaming. Some people are starting to leave. Some people are like looking around like, well, they don't know what to do. It's just a moment from becoming like a stampede in all directions, but it has not happened yet. So,
Thanks to service. Come on.
yeah, you're right. So now you jump over the side of the gazebo, okay, like a panther, and you swing and strike a second time. Go for it.
Meow.
Oh God, I can't see.
Meow.
Does a 21 hit?
A 21 does in fact hit. You're
Okay.
striking down a defenseless woman in her wedding dress on her
Thank
wedding
God.
day.
Oh
it's-
my god.
It's gonna be 14 rapier damage, and then the poison is.
Here come the comments.
How much
Worst
for the
wedding
rapier
ever.
damage?
It was 14 rapier
14.
damage. And then 26, 29, 32, so 16 poison damage if it's halved.
Okay, got you. I got you. Cut in half. I got it. Okay, so now let's just say for just a moment. That was your surprise attack. Everyone is mortified.
Yeah.
If there's going to be combat, it will certainly happen now, and I will make everyone roll initiative, and then you'll go again based on your initiative roll. But
Yeah.
hold that thought. After he strikes her twice, she does a kind of like gymnastics, kind of like bend a backflip and jumps up to her feet. And you know how basketball players have these tearaway pants that have buttons on them where you can basically grab the
Yeah,
pants
I've
and
seen them,
tear
like-
them off?
Space Jam.
Like
so,
the strippers.
So what she does is she takes her white wedding dress and grabs it and rips it off like it's literally like one of those tearaway pants. Underneath, she's got, I'm sorry to say, she's 3.5 feet tall. She's a tiefling with purple skin, with the dark horns. She's wearing tassels on her little tiny boobs,
Yes.
right? And she's wearing a little mini thong. right?
Yes.
And in her high heels, and she's got like, honestly, she's very wrinkly because she's
Yeah, I was
not in
gonna
the
ask,
best.
I was
she's
gonna
not in the
ask.
best of shape. Okay, she's kind of cute,
Oh,
but
Get it,
cellulite.
Vodka.
okay, now she
Ain't no
doesn't look
getting
like
going.
she's in any mood to put on a show because her face is a different shade of purple because she is furious. The fire's in her eyes, and all of a sudden, out of the sides of her bodies goes.
I knew it. I knew it. She's a
She's a
dragon.
scorpion.
All of a sudden, she starts like these swords. These swords start breaking from the skin of her body as she starts to
Swords?
grow swords. They're not actual metal swords. They are sharp appendages that are sharp like swords. It's as if her hands were pointed, and these arms come breaking out of her skin as she
Vodka,
starts to
you should
grow.
have went for it.
And
That would have
every
been fun.
single
Oh,
one of the
shut up, Matt.
bridesmaids start and to undergo the exact same transformation. All four of them tear off their purple bridesmaids outfits, and they start transforming into these not scorpion, but you begin to notice it's almost like squid-like beasts that begin to start floating in the air, levitating.
No more octopus, please.
And what's her name says?
Rock is running.
Says she says,
I'm out.
Vodka, if I can't have you, no one will. Feel
Good,
the
take 'em.
wrath of my power. Feel the wrath of the brood of Katoa. Our new friends. Kill them all. Roll for
Oh my
initiative.
God.
Roll for
Now it's a
initiative.
Damn
party.
it.
You're welcome, guys.
And everyone basically starts screaming and running in
didn't
all
thank
different
you.
directions.
Well,
I'm
That's-
running away. I can't die to a squid again.
Oh shit! What the hell was that?
Get your number and hold on to it because I gotta basically write down a couple things. It's so funny.
This is ridiculous.
This was not exactly what I was expecting. I thought it would at least
I
get
know
to the
it's
fucking
not.
reception, for crying out loud. You missed
Yeah,
out
I
on the
wanted some
cocktail
shrimp
hour.
cocktail.
There was
Yeah.
gonna be a cocktail hour.
I
There
was
gonna be
pissed.
pigs in a blanket. There was gonna be toasts. All
We don't
right,
get
fine,
shit.
fine.
you're killing me, Chris.
I listen. There was, come on. She was gonna save this for the wedding night. Come on, at least you would have
Like,
had a nice
wait.
ceremony, a nice reception.
That's what I'm
Chris,
saying.
can you at least tell us, was it open
After
bar?
party.
It was definitely open bar.
Oh,
It was
God damn it, we
definitely
missed
open
open
bar.
bar.
You did.
I will
I'm
buy
sorry
you
to
all
say.
the fucking drinks you want. Just help me fight.
Yeah, you better after this.
Yeah, I'm drinking hard
Very hard.
if I make it out of here.
I'm gonna roll
Daden's
for
throwing up.
Desdemona. Desdemona actually rolled really low, so that's cool. Maybe she needed time to transform. It's okay.
Daden doesn't throw up. He's doing it wrong.
I didn't even roll. Oh boy.
Okay, hold on
Pass
1 second.
the fuck
Okay,
out.
so did anyone roll higher than a 20?
Me.
What'd you get?
26.
26 for Baka. He is basically
For your
staring
initiative?
Yeah,
just for
it's
initiative.
18 plus 8.
The fuck?
Fuck, man.
Stupid rogues.
Stupid rogues. What
Yep.
else? Anybody 20 to 15?
Dirty
18.
20.
Who's the dirty 20?
Pia.
Jacob.
Pia 20. I mean, you said 18, Sirach?
Yes.
18, Sirach. So you guys got some good initiative rolls.
I did not.
What did you get, Theoden?
A 7.
Theoden.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Woo.
about right.
Okay,
Coming in
Theoden.
hot, baby. Coming in hot.
And I will
Take your
roll
time,
for
Theoden.
Harry. Harry will roll
Stroll it
a-
along.
Okay, I need to get Harry's sheet now because I left it.
Don't worry, Thaden.
Give me 1
You're
second.
our you're our
Give me
fortress. You're there
Yeah, the
later
mighty,
on for us
the
to fall
mighty
back
shield of the group.
to.
Give
Yeah.
me 1 second. Harry is a 13, and I have to get Harry's sheet because I left it inside a book. Give me 1 second. Harry,
Howdy,
where are
howdy.
you, Harry?
All right.
He's the third, right?
Harry Harrington the third.
Yes.
There he is. There you are, Harry.
I can't wait
I
for
just-
Harry Harrington the fourth.
Oh, he's gonna be phenomenal.
Well, that'll be the next campaign I run.
Yeah.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
no, that's gonna be Harry's offspring. We're getting him late.
Yeah, we're getting that.
Well,
Well,
you
we
know what?
were
If
going
there-
to at the
if-
wedding.
I was
We're
say, if
gonna
there had
we're
been a
gonna
se-
seat him like a fucking
there had
That's
been
true.
a
One of the
ceremony.
bridesmaids.
If there had
Oh
been
my
a
God.
ceremony, you never know. But I
Yeah.
mean, I had been a,
Yeah,
a
Bach
reception.
had to go and ruin that one.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to get married. I was being forced. to
Ruining
do this.
Harry's
Sham
Well,
bloodline.
wedding.
in fairness, he was being kind of like coerced into marriage. No person should be coerced into marriage.
Completely coerced.
Those of you on the
You could
internet,
get it
I
annulled
apologize.
But at least give it a day or two.
I mean, they
Yeah.
were gonna have it was
Like
gonna
at the
be it was
reception.
It was going to be shrimp scampi, chicken franchise, and ribs on the
Chris, you're not making this any better.
I'm sorry, but
What,
you
what
guys,
was
not-
the cake? We got to know what
It's
the
not
cake
his
was.
fault.
there's gonna be a Viennese hour. There's gonna be a
Oh
Viennese hour
my
with like
God.
cookies and chocolate, basically where you take the strawberry and you run it through the chocolate fountain.
Oh, yes.
Maybe that stuff is still there after the fight.
I
you know, we'll check
don't
it.
know if it's because this is just the
If we're
location.
still
I
in
have
the
to say this is not the location of the reception. You're going to
No.
go through this is just the gazebo for the ceremony. People were going to travel to the reception.
You know
So
what?
you guys don't know where any of that shit is.
Oh
Not
my
to mention, if
God.
this is chaos happening, yes, right in the middle of the city.
I mean, Sirach's
Where
first
is the
action,
reception?
dash to get to the reception.
All right, so Baka goes first on the heels of the slash and the transformation in her little mini villain speech. He decides to do what? You go first. Baka.
Taking out my Astorian sword as well, and I'm going in.
Astorian
use-
sword.
I'm gonna use fainting attack.
So explain to us what a fainting attack is. I know it uses one of your superiority dice.
Yep. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you expend 1 superiority die to distract the creature, giving your allies an opening. Never mind. You add the superiority die to the attack damage roll. The next attack roll against the target by the attacker other than you has advantage if the attack is made before the start of your next turn. So if anyone attacks Desdemona, they'll get an advantage. The next
Nice.
person to attack.
Okay, so the next person. Now, just keep in mind so that you get a sense of what's going on. He's about 20 feet away with Desdemona. The 4 of you, the 5 of you, the 4 of you, including Harry, is faced off against these transforming bridesmaids, basically 5 feet across from you on the other side of the aisle. So the bridesmaids kind of look literally like floating demon squid or demon octopuses with basically
Nice.
with
Just what Sirach
with
wanted.
basically with purple bridesmaids outfits on. So it's kind of odd, but
That's
anyway.
kind of cool.
I have a question.
Yes, yes,
Was
yes,
the
yes.
bridesmaids, were they tieflings? Part
They were all
tieflings?
tieflings. Some of them they were all
Fireballing.
fully grown tieflings.
Okay.
So you want to strike her down where she transforms? Go for
Yeah.
it.
Do I with the fainting attack? Do I get the maneuver dice added to my damage roll, or does that happen to the next person?
Next person.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a benefit for the
So-
next person who strikes.
Do I roll for that, or do they roll that?
What do you mean? I'm confused.
For the D8, I'm supposed to roll a D8. I have to roll for extra damage.
For extra damage?
You roll the d8, but then the next person to attack her gets advantage.
Yes, yes. But who
As
gets
long
the-
as you hit your attack.
Yeah, but for the D8? What does the D8 do? Does it add his
It
damage to
adds
his
It
roll?
adds to
Damage roll.
damage.
Oh, so you get a little extra damage. The next person gets advantage.
Yeah.
Who attacks?
Okay, so I rolled a
Go
6.
for it. Dun, 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 dun.
Bum, bum.
Thank you for joining us for our holiday happy Halloween
Our
special.
holiday special.
Yes, yes.
21.
21 is a hit by all means. Slash with which one? The rapier or the Astorian sword?
With the rapier.
Rapier.
God, I'm gonna open up the app and do the poison damage.
Go for it.
Let's make it
By the
easier.
way, just so do me a favor. Don't bother. She's immune to poison.
Oof.
Thanks, Chris.
The only reason why I was going to keep it a secret for a little bit longer and basically go through the hassle of saying she doesn't seem affected,
It's
but
just
I'm
gonna
saving
take
you the
time.
hassle of
Yeah, thank
I'm
you.
saving you the
Looking
hassle of using
through.
the app.
Okay.
You hit her
Well,
once, so.
that's
It's
7
just
plus
gold
9,
down the drain.
16 damage with the rapier.
16 damage with the rapier. 16.
Now,
It's-
does she count as a
Nice,
fiend,
Baka.
aberration, or a undead?
She counts as a fiend.
Oh, she does. So I get the additional 2d6.
Only
So-
with the Astorian sword, not with the
Yep,
rapier.
with the Astorian sword, yeah.
Yes.
So I get a 22 with the Astorian sword to hit.
It is a hit.
Okay, roll damage.
Damage.
14 plus
Double-handed strikes with the
22 damage.
the blue blade. 22 damages that include the extra damage for the Astorian sword.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. You're
And
already
then-
cutting her to ribbons, but she
Rapier
seems,
again.
in her new form, she looks slightly different than her bridesmaids, and I'll explain again. Rapier, swing.
It's a 19.
19 to hit is a hit.
Okay. I rolled a 1, just 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, she looks slightly different than her bridesmaids. Her bridesmaids look like like squid or octopus that have like spikes on the outside of the body, and they almost look like they're floating in the air as if they were suspended in water. The 4 bridesmaids. She is standing on the ground, and out of her back comes this long serpent-like tail and these extra appendages where she's this whirling dervish of sharp knives, where she looks like she can attack with all 6 of her arms and could even hit you with her tail.
Jesus Christ.
She looks completely demonic except for her face. And every so often she goes, "You paid for this. You should have seen how much money this wedding cost." So every so often she's taunting you with "How dare you do this to me?"
You're
All
even
right, so-
uglier now, Desdemona.
Yes, I could see you saying that. Are you finished? Is your attack over?
I'm just gonna switch swords if possible. Hands. Like,
Main hand, Astorian sword, and
yeah, rapier.
All right.
and
Well,
gloves.
hold on a second. Give me a perception check.
19.
19 with the 19, it would make sense that you would realize that she's a fiend, and you can do that. If the perception check had been low, I would say that it wouldn't have occurred to you to
Okay.
switch hands. Okay, so Astorian handed is in the main hand. Pia, you are next up with the dirty 20. Pia, what would you like to do? There's some squid ladies standing in front of you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Go for
Actually,
it.
you know what? I'll back up all 30 feet.
Go for it. You back up 30 feet. Your movement is done. What else would you like to do?
Okay. And actually, I want to make it a point. I'm gonna back up towards wherever like Emerald Enclave guards would rush in if they decide to.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I know it's very specific, but I'm gonna try. That was a nat 1, so you know what? I'm
You
just
can
standing
back
fucking
up, but you don't know this environment very well, and you really
Yeah.
have no idea what direction they would come from.
All right. Well, either way, I'm gonna step away from them, and I'm gonna just hit. I'm gonna hit one of the bridesmaids with Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost. Icicles come bursting out of your fingertips. Ray of Frost, is that a first level spell or a cantrip?
That's a cantrip.
Cantrip.
So,
So do you have to roll to hit, or
Let me just pull it up because all my notes are on my old other phone.
that's cool. No problem.
Wait, really?
Ba-ba-ba-ba-bow.
This
Okay.
hunk of junk.
All right. It's safe to say, I'm just going to throw this out there. It's safe
I'm
to
sorry.
say that Harry, while he's wearing his armor that he paid money to make it decorative,
I thought
he does not have a shield.
I don't either, right?
And you don't either. It only makes sense.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have taken your shield with you.
Yeah.
You take your weapon and you decorative armor. So I guess for you, it's a -2 or
Yeah.
minus, yeah. So you go down to what, 19 instead of 21? All right, so cool.
All right,
Anyway,
I
of
got it.
Frost. Talk to
Yep.
me.
So I have to make a ranged hit spell or ranged, hit roll.
Go for it.
And then, yeah, okay, so I'm gonna do that. But just because I always forget, because I'm just like a little stupid, I
That's fine.
add my spell attack bonus to that hit roll, correct?
Yeah, what you do is your spell attack bonus, basically think of it like this. You add your, I think, charisma modifier, which is what, 5 or 4?
That is 5.
5. And then you add your proficiency modifier, proficiency bonus, which is
Which
what?
is also 5.
Is it 5?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you're at a +10 now.
Yeah. That just
So you're
happened.
+5 damage, +10 to hit with
Yes.
your spells.
Perfect. All right, so then I'll make the hit roll.
Hit roll.
And I rolled a 28.
28 is a hit, without a
All
doubt.
right.
Icicles extend from your fingertips like Iceman in the Marvel comics, and you smashes into one of the floating squid. Give me some damage.
Okay, so it's 2d8, and I roll. Oh, you fucking kidding me? I rolled 2 1s.
Well, I know you get bonuses too, so
Yeah, so that's 2
7?
plus 5. That's 7.
7 points of damage. The
got advantage,
icicles
right?
don't seem to. Well, no, he's not attacking Desdemona.
Oh, he's not. Okay.
Which makes sense because. Let's see,
Good thing
Okay.
I didn't, because I didn't do much.
make a perception check.
Me?
Yes.
Perception.
That is a 13.
With a 13, you can't really. Whatever it is that I wanted to occur to you does not occur to you.
Okay.
So anyway.
Oh yeah, bear in mind. I don't know if this is in the realm of what you would tell me, but it does slow their movement by 10 on a successful hit. In
On a
general.
successful in 10. Okay, I'll keep that
Yeah.
in mind.
Yeah, just I don't know. Yeah, you don't have to tell me anymore.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've done a cantrip, you've done your movement. Is there some sort of bonus action or something that you can do that you'd like to?
Not that I want to do right now.
All right, so hold off. You got 30 feet of distance between you and the bridesmaids. All right, so next up is Sirach. Sirach, what would you like to do?
So there's 4 bridesmaids across from us.
Yep,
correct?
one of them has got some icicles on her.
Okay. I will cast my lightning bolt as my bonus action,
Lightning bolt, bonus action.
and I will fire at the center bridesmaid.
Center bridesmaid. Okay, cool. Absolutely.
Just so you know, the slow is until the start of my next turn.
Gotcha.
I just read that.
Gotcha, no problem.
Yep.
Sirach. So you're basically enchanting one of your arrows in order to be made of. Are you adding electricity to a physical arrow, or
yes,
is it
adding light electricity to a physical arrow?
awesome? And you pull back, you draw a string and fire.
And it is going to be an 18 to hit.
18 does just hit.
Okay. So the one that gets hit will take 4d8, and then everybody within 10 feet will take 2d8.
4d8. Go for it. Let me know what that total of damage is. The 4d8.
Uh, 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Do me a favor. Make the 2d8 for so everyone that is within how much of her?
10 feet.
10 feet of her. There within 10 feet are 2 others, one on each side. So give me the 2d8 damage for the other 2.
13.
13. Okay. Give me 1 second. Writing it down. Writing it down. Okay. Make a perception check, Sirach, please.
14.
14. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. You see all 4 of them are injured, 3 of them by your electricity, 1 of them by icicles. Is that the end of your combat turn?
No.
What else would you like to do?
I would like to use Horde Breaker to
Horde Breaker!
fire another
Horde
regular
Breaker!
arrow at the one to the left of my first target.
Go for it. Absolutely.
left, to the left.
Everything you own in a box to the left.
That's a 23 to hit.
23 is a strike. Successful arrow pierces the rubbery skin of the bridesmaid.
And that is 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Right in the
then-
center mass.
And then one more arrow at her as well.
When you say her, you mean this is the one in the center?
No, the one that I just hit.
Got it. No problem. Go for it. Electricity arrow, second arrow.
19 plus.
Is a hit.
And that's going to be 8 points of damage this
8
time.
points of damage. Well, listen, you know what? It's hard to tell how injured a squid or an octopus is once they've transformed into an octopus. It got a nice shock. It's got 2 arrows sticking out of it, but it's still floating and it's still a threat. So, is your turn over?
I'm going to back up with Pia.
Okay. You have 30 feet of
I have
movement
30
if you want.
feet. I'm actually going to only take 25.
Gotcha.
I'm going to stay a little forward of Pia.
So you're about 5 feet. You're parallel with Pia, but 5 feet in front of him. 25 feet away from the ladies. Okay. Are you done?
Yes.
Desdemona's turn.
Chris,
Okay. Yes.
I
What's
never added the fainting attack extra damage, by the way. I forgot.
Go
to do
for
that.
it.
It was just
Fainting attack.
6. It was just
6.
6
I'll add
6
6 to
damage,
it.
yeah.
Absolutely. No problem. Okay. So she's pretty chopped up from all those blade strikes from Baka. She seems annoyed. She gets 7 attacks.
What the fuck?
She strikes with these bladed arms that have protruded out of her body. She strikes once with each of them, and she also strikes with this serpentine tail, this serpent tail that came out of her back. So let's see. What is your armor class currently, Baka?
21.
21. Let's just see. Miss.
God damn.
let's see, miss. That's definitely a hit because it's +9 to hit. So that's
fuck.
one out of 2. What's your armor class again?
Yeah.
21.
Miss, hit. So I hit with 3 out of the 6 blades. Let's do the damage for the 3 out of 6 blades.
And I will use
uncanny
riposte.
dodge.
Riposte and uncanny
riposte.
dodge.
Yes, well, you can use both. Absolutely. All right.
Sweet.
So, well, wait a minute. Is uncanny dodge a
Hold on.
reaction?
It is a reaction.
So could you use? I'm not sure if you necessarily. Well, that's not true. You can use it as a reaction, and then you
Riposte
can
is a
spend
reaction.
superiority dice anytime you want. It's fine. So
Well, I
let me
mean,
do.
I think they're both reactions. Technically.
Yeah, but you know what though? I think you should be, if you use a superiority dice, you should be allowed to do it. The reason why I'm thinking about it is because they say that you only allowed 1 reaction per turn. But if what will be the point of having superiority dice if you can't uncanny dodge?
Yeah.
So all right, so let's hold off for a second. Let's do the 3
Yeah,
attacks, and you
go-
can
go
tell me
for it.
which one. So the attacks with the bladed arms, 2d10. No, that's the wrong one. 2d8.
Chris, the hair looks good on you.
Thank you, man. You like my fucking
Yeah.
mullet? I got a mullet
Yeah.
from the 70s, man. I'm gonna get myself a plaid shirt and some blue jeans and a
That's
cowboy
all you
boots.
need.
Chris,
and
are
I'm
you
gonna-
70s baby?
That's it. I'm a 73. 1973.
73,
All I need, I
damn.
could listen. If I didn't have the blue face, I could sing blue suede shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blue
Yeah.
suede shoes.
I gotta
All
say,
right.
I really like the mustache and everything,
Yeah.
the goatee.
I
Blue
campaigned for
suede
the mustache.
beard.
I asked my wife, I said, do me a favor, put the blue stuff on my beard. She's like, it's gonna get everywhere. I said, I don't care. I want it.
Oh, it
I
looks
want it,
good.
gotta have it. My original plan was to do my whole face blue, but then I thought they'd think I'm being PR. So I said, no, let me just.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to steal PR's
Just the
thunder.
hair. Just the hair.
Just the hair. Just the hair.
I had
All
to
right.
add hair.
Let's see, 2d8.
Should have subtracted.
Let's see. Oh boy, a lot of damage.
Oh,
12.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
12
boy.
plus 4 is 16 points on the first of slashing damage. 16 points.
Okay.
Oof.
And I love it. 7 and a 6. 13 plus 4. 17 points on the next one.
Oh,
She's
God.
got lethal strikes, and this is the third and
Yeah.
final strike, but she still has a tail.
Fuck.
This is 9 plus 4 is 13. So do you want to cut the 17 and a half?
Yeah, sure.
17 and a half becomes an 8. So the combined total is 24, 13, 37 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then she still has a tail. And the tail is +9 as well. I rolled a natural 20 on the tail. So that means that the
Fuck.
tail is 2d10 plus 4. Maybe you should have got married. 2D
And it's doubled, right?
well, yes, it's double. The damage is double.
Maybe you should
2d10.
Oh.
married.
Yeah, listen, I told you.
Moral of the story.
9 and 8 is 17 plus 4
Should have
is
just gotten married.
9, 8,
21, 42 damage.
42 points of damage.
What's that
42 points of
saying?
damage. But now
Wrath
here's
of a
the
woman
beautiful thing.
scorned.
Okay,
Poison, I'm sure, right?
you're not
shit.
poisoned. You are grappled. The tail has wrapped around you, and like a boa constrictor, it's trying to
Vodka's
squeeze the
gonna
life
die.
out.
It
Ah.
automatically grapples?
Automatically, if it makes a hit, it automatically grapples.
Have you not
Ooh.
learned anything from my death?
Yes,
Yeah.
automatically grappled. There
Right.
was a session previously to this where I made a mistake and I actually allowed you to escape the same round you were
know.
grappled. That was a mistake. I shouldn't
That
have
was
done
good
that.
times.
Yeah. All right. So right now you are grappled on your
I miss
turn.
those times.
On your turn, you have to break free.
I'm at 40 HP, by the way.
Okay.
That shit hurt.
So now Desdemona is finished. Harry, it's Harry's
That was
turn.
the 79
Harry-
damage.
Harry basically standing next to Theoden looks Theoden in the eyes and puts his hand on his shoulder.
Oh, wait,
the metal
I
armor.
used riposte. I never
Yes, you
got
did. Yes, you did. Riposte. I will allow you to strike before the tail reps you up.
Great. Oh, shit. Plus 11, right? Yep. 29.
29 is absolutely a hit.
And 2 plus 8. That sucks. 7 plus 8, 15 damage.
15 damage. Let me tell you something. You've done a lot of damage to her. Listen, she's got a lot of hit points, but you chopped the shit out of her before she wrapped you up. So,
Well, I'm not gonna be able to survive anymore.
okay, so let's see. Now, Harry's turn. Harry looks at Theoden and puts his hand on his shoulder and goes,
Yes, Harry.
you see that hammer?
I see
Okay,
it.
swing that hammer and do some damage. Don't worry about healing. I will heal the party. And he steps forward.
Harry!
And he steps forward and he jumps over the side of the gazebo
Oh,
and
shit.
basically puts his hand on Baka's shoulder and casts
While I'm grappled.
While you're
Oh,
grappled.
Shit.
and casts Let's
It
see.
worked.
What does he cast? What does he cast? He casts.
Good job.
Could
Harry.
cast
All
Cure
that hard
Wounds.
work.
He's gonna cast Cure Wounds at. No, you know what he's gonna cast?
Ooh,
This
I
is
like
what
this.
he's gonna. This is what he's
I
gonna
like
do.
this.
What he's gonna do? He's gonna look you in the eyes, and in his first instinct is to try to pull the beast off of you, but he realizes very quickly that he does not have the strength to release you from the grips of the tail. So he puts his thumb on your forehead and goes, "Today, Baka, the Platinum Dragon will not let you die."
What?
And he casts something called Death Ward on you. And Death Ward is basically a spell that if you should fail your 3 death saving throws, you will immediately be returned to 1 hit point. You will not die. If they last for 8
That's
hours.
like-
That was
Wow.
his only. It was his only 4th level spell. It's
I'm getting
gone.
wet for Harry.
Okay, so you're not healed,
Damn.
but he casted Death Ward on you. He says
Alright.
he says the Platinum Dragon will not allow you to die, Baka. And he does one of these on your thing, and then basically backs off so that he doesn't get hit by the swords. All right, so his turn is over. Theoden, what would you like to do? Theoden.
All right, first I'm casting the Divine Shield on myself.
Divine Shield. Divine
2
Shield
armor.
is Divine Shield a bonus action?
Yes.
Divine Shield bonus action. Add 2 to your armor class. Excellent. Now, what would you
Back
like
to
to do? with your-
21.
Back to 21. Go for it.
And then I would like to Flame Strike Desdemona.
Now, Flame Strike. What level spell is that?
It's a 5th, but I want to use it as 6.
I know you would, but it sounds like you're trying to cast 2 spells in the same round. There have been many times.
yeah.
There have been many times that I've gotten in the course of battle, and I got
Yeah.
wrapped up in the emotion and completely forgot and let you get
Yeah,
away with
yeah.
it. But I remember you're not. The only way you're supposed to.
No,
you're supposed
so that's fine. That's
to,
fine.
it's
I'll
supposed
use
to
my
be
hammer.
either maybe it's a spell and a cantrip.
Yeah, no,
get
that
away.
makes sense.
Okay.
I'll use my hammer. I'll run up to
Hammer.
her. And she's at least 25 from me.
Well, let me ask you a question. Are you looking to, you got to realize that right in front of you, 10 feet in front of you, are the 4 bridesmaids that have been stung and frozen. Do you want to attack the bridesmaids or do you want to basically go to
No,
where
no, I want to
Harry?
go right to Desdemona.
Got you. So
My boy.
So you basically leap through the gazebo, jump over the broken shards of the gazebo,
Yeah, yeah.
and you're standing next to the 3 of them. What would you like
Yeah.
to do?
Swing on Desdemona.
You take your double-handed hammer and bang, go for it. Give me a hit roll. See what happens. Don't roll a 1. She'll hit Baka. What'd you roll?
1.
All
Are you
Okay.
serious, Matt?
right, I want you to roll again.
Motherfucker.
Roll again. Make a hit roll again.
11 plus 13.
12. 11 plus 13? Or is
That
it
hits.
12? What is your plus to?
My attack bonus?
Your attack bonus.
Plus 13.
Wow. So 11 plus 13 is 24.
Because
What's
it
your
just
armor,
went up, remember?
what's your
Yeah,
armor class,
that,
Baka?
that hits me. That hits me.
Okay, you try your hard. Listen to the thing. You swing your
Thanks,
two-handed
Matt.
hammer, and you
tried.
and as you're swinging
away next
down,
time.
at the last moment, you close your eyes and strike the beast, and she basically goes, "Ha ha! You can have your schnookins," and she basically puts Baka right in the way with her tail, and you bonk him right on the top of the head with the hammer. Roll for damage.
All right. Where's my 10?
Two-handed is a 10 sider, yes, plus a lot of damage because you're strong.
18.
18 points of damage to what do they call it? To Baka. 18
Baka.
points.
I'm at
What are you down
22
to,
now.
Baka? 22 points of health. Oh my God, for Baka.
Thanks, Matt.
I
The good
tried.
News,
I
the good
tried.
news is that the groom cannot die even if he fails his death saving throws. So that's the good news.
I'll go down to 1 and then back down to 0. Just watch.
Yeah, no. What happens is
Well,
that
yeah.
you'll do your death saving throws just like anything, and if you fail 3 of them, you immediately revert back to no death saving throws.
You're assuming I'm gonna die or go unconscious, Chris, but I won't. I will survive.
Absolutely, I hope so because I'm not looking at. We've spent a lot of money with the art on Baka. We're not looking to get rid of the character just yet. Okay, so that was Theoden. Theoden, you want to do anything else?
Please no, Theoden.
No, No, yeah. Let me swing him. Bonus
Well,
action.
I don't think as a cleric, I don't think you can swing.
No, I
again.
can't. I can't.
You
I'm
can
just
swing again as a war cleric if you didn't do anything with your bonus action. Like for
Yeah,
instance,
I-
you know how you
yeah.
casted the spell? Like I think 3
Yeah.
times a day you can swing twice. So
Yeah.
don't
What about
forget
your
that.
spiritual weapon?
A
I used
spiritual
my
weapon,
bonus
he
action.
used his
Oh, you
bonus
did?
action already.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
used-
now
to
it's the
get my armor
bridesmaids'
class back
turns.
up.
The bridesmaids, which are now basically floating, I don't know, octopus or squid. I don't really know the difference. I know you guys do, but the point is, they're floating in the air.
How many arms do they have?
They have
Oh.
8
My dice, by the way.
Octopus.
Octopus.
octopus, so they're octopus or
These are my
octopi.
Halloween dice.
Oh,
Forgot
I
to show
like
you
it. I
guys.
like it. It's very cool.
Thanks for sending me some.
Yeah.
They're on Amazon.
Okay, so let's see. Sirach is going to get attacked by 1, obviously, because they got zzz,
Nah, don't do
electrocute.
that.
3 attacks for Sirach with the 3 arms. 10 plus 9 is 19. Does it hit you?
Nope.
Natural 20 hits you,
Yep.
and that one misses. 18 misses you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I hit you with 1 out of 3 for the first one. Let's see what the damage is for the 2d8 plus 4. 2d8 plus 4. Oh, it's 12 plus 4. 16 points of damage times 2 is 32 points of damage. 32 points of damage. And you are restrained. Yay!
So,
Oh.
Unless
question:
you have
as
something
my
cooler.
reaction, can I cast Hellish Rebuke?
Is it a reaction?
Yes, it is.
Well, I'll tell you what. Explain to us what Hellish Rebuke is exactly.
I don't 100% remember. Give me 1 second.
By all means, take your time.
Take your time.
So I point my finger at a creature that damaged me,
Yes.
and is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. Creature must take a dexterity saving throw, or else it takes 3d10 fire damage on a failed save.
Dexterity saving throw. I rolled a 13. What did I have to beat?
You needed to beat a 14.
Yay! So whatever. Let's put it this way: you are still grappled, wrapped up by
Yes.
the natural 20. But before that happened, the hellish rebuke, the flames erupted around it and did how much damage?
I did. Uh, 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage.
Fire damage. if that
Fire
matters.
damage. Make a perception check for me, please.
10.
10. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Probably because you're getting crushed to death by its one of its arms. Okay, so you are grappled, so that when your next turn comes, you must break free from the grapple. Or technically, you can attack, but at disadvantage. But then every time it attacks, it automatically hits. So it's up to you whether or not you want to just basically hit it and stay grappled. It's up to you. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. That was the first bridesmaid. The next bridesmaid is going to try to go to Pia. Let's see. Pia, they move 40 feet of movement, but he's slowed to 20. So he can't. Let's say it's going to use its dash, its action to dash to get right next to Pia.
I'll be
But he-
honest, they lose 10 feet.
Well, I mean,
Not
okay, but the
20.
point is they lose 10 feet. 10 feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
with
okay,
the-
well, then if they- well,
if
then-
you talk about the one with the ray of frost.
Ray of
you lose
Frost. Yeah.
10 feet.
All right. Well, then if I hate the honesty because the honesty just I appreciate it.
it's screwed-
I
it's
hate it
screwed
kinda-
too.
It kind of screwed you a little bit, only in the
It's
sense
okay.
that they have 40 feet of movement. You're 30 feet away.
Yeah.
So it would
Uh.
knock him down to 30. He's adjacent to you, so he gets to attack you. All right. So I'm going to roll a disadvantage for its three attacks. Okay. I rolled a 9 plus a 9 is an 18. Does that hit?
Fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
Second one hits. And third one misses. So 2 strikes and a grapple. So let's see.
Hey,
two-
man, it's not that bad. You could have been hit by your own teammate for fucking 22 damage.
I tried,
the first
Vodka.
the first strike from the demon
That was
demon
pretty good
octopus
damage, though.
is 8 points of damage to you, Pia, the first one.
I had a
And
good
the
chance
next
of
one
surviving that
is
until you did
11
that.
points. So it's 19 points of damage to you, Pia. And you are grappled. It's wrapped around you and holding you fast.
Okay.
grappled. Sirach is grappled. There's 2 more bridesmaids. I would say that one would use his 40 feet of movement to go after. One would go after Harry. So let's go attack Harry. Harry's armor class is 16.
Go fuck Harry up.
Yeah, well, it just makes sense. The ones that they see is they basically
Yeah.
see Sirach is grappled, Pia is grappled. So is Baka. The only two that
Everyone
aren't-
but me is grappled.
so basically, but no, not
Me and
Harry. So
Harry.
Harry's one.
Oh, no, me and Harry, the 2 dwarves.
Okay, and Harry is now going to.
We're
be
gonna die
grappled
from
in a
fucking
second.
grapples.
Okay, and okay, so he gets hit twice,
the
and
first
he is
time.
grappled.
I mean, like party wipe because of grapples.
Party wipe grapple.
I'm just saying.
Party
Wait,
wipe.
Wouldn't be the first
on-
time for me.
No,
Don't
on
put that curse
Halloween
on
the
us.
Halloween special. We will
Yeah,
kill them
Don't
all.
put that curse on me, Ricky Bobby.
Okay, so let's see. 9 plus 4.
Oh, hell, Ricky, I was Howard. I said that.
13. I'm going to see how much damage Harry took. 13, 19, and 8 is 27, plus 4 is 31. 52 minus 31. 52 minus 31 is, ooh, look at you, Harry. 21 hit points left, and he is grappled. Harry is grappled. Let's put H grappled, okay? And then there's one left who's going to go after the 3 attacks for Theoden. Miss. 14 plus 9 is 23. That's a hit.
That's a hit.
And that one's a miss. Let's go with oh, drop the die. Can't do that. I'll throw it again. 5, 8, 13. I need 17 points of damage to Theoden. 17.
How you complaining for 17? I took 79 in one round.
Yeah. And you are also grappled. So everyone is grappled.
Everyone's grappled.
There's
Including
5
Harry?
of them. Everybody, including Harry, everybody's grappled. So
Oh
now
my
at the top of the
God.
combat round is Baka. Baka, you have a choice. You can remain grappled and do all of your attacks at disadvantage. Okay, but when Desdemona's turn comes around, she automatically hits you for damage. Does not have to roll. Or you can use your action to try to break free. It's
Can
up
I
to
Misty step out of the grapple?
you. Sure
I
you
was gonna
can.
ask the same thing.
Absolutely you can. So you're
Yeah.
gonna you bonus action Misty
I'm
Step.
gonna bonus action Misty step right behind her, try to get flanking damage.
Oh, I
if
like it.
possible.
I like it. So you're going to basically use the Barry Allen flash maneuver, boom,
Yeah.
to go right through her body. She goes, ah! And you go right through her, and you're going to try to get her from behind. Make a quick stealth check, just out of curiosity. I just want to see if I can make it fair.
Oh shit. 8 plus 14, right? Yeah.
8 plus 14 is 23. I rolled an 8. I will allow you to get flanking damage, thereby also striking her with advantage and
And
sneak
She's
attack.
going down.
I'm also gonna use my second wind, which I hardly have ever used. It's 1d10 plus my fighter level.
Okay,
for
so
regain HP.
Well, hold on a second. Let's think about this for a second. You use your Misty Step as your bonus action.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
this is an action. I think it's just automatic.
It's a
thing.
bonus action.
What is
Is it a bonus
For-
action or one?
Yeah, for second wind, it's a bonus action.
Second wind is
Oh,
a
it is a
bonus
bonus
action.
action,
So
okay.
the only way
Never
you can
mind
do
then.
bonus action would
Forget
be
it.
as your action.
No,
Because you've
forget
already
it.
used your bonus
No.
action.
I thought it was just a regular.
That's
thing.
okay. What did I do with that die? I
so
dropped the die. I'm gonna step on that
advantage.
someday. I'm gonna step on it. I'm gonna go, ow!
Oh my god, I got a natural 20.
Like
I
I'll
rolled
take
a 12,
it.
a 12 and a natural 20.
That's fine. That's fine. So
That's
you
gonna be-
rolled. Well, why did you roll with advantage? Because you're the man. You rolled with
because I'm
advantage.
flanking.
Flanking. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you have to separate the. Don't add the poison damage because
Well,
he's
she's
immune to
right?
poison.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
I wasn't. I'm using the historian anyways because it's my primary.
Yes, primary with the historian, which gives you 6 extra because she's
Yeah.
2d6 because she's a fiend.
6.
Okay, so add it all together, times it by 2, and give me the damage. Let's see if you can put her out of a misery.
I hope I can. Just
You can't kill me, Schnookins.
14, 19,
Killer
1
Schnookins.
plus the stealth. 21, 29, 30, 32 damage times 2.
Is 64.
And then
And that hurts. You basically stuck the blade into the back of her head, and you just missed her spine, and blood is squirting out over you. It's basically, it's not red, it's like green. It's weird. and she screams, but she's not dead.
And I'll use the offhand rapier. 7 plus 12. Yeah,
19 is a hit. Her
19.
armor class is 18.
Okay. I rolled a 1 plus 9. That's 10.
10 points of damage.
10 points.
Oh my goodness. So you literally swung and tried to chop off her head, but something hard inside of her neck stopped the blade. And you basically, almost like as if you're trying to swing and you're trying to basically chop a tree down with a sword, and thunk gets caught in the side of it. So you basically have two swords, bang, on the sides of her head. You did not decapitate her though.
And I will get my second main attack with the.
Well, hold on a second.
Grand.
So I just want to make sure we're doing this correctly. You've already used your bonus action. Your action is to attack twice. You sure you have another attack?
I have an offhand attack with 2 attacks because I have level 5 in fighter.
Level 5 in fighter. I just want to make sure that we're not giving you too much. Don't you get the third attack with the weapon because it's your bonus action?
No, I don't.
Like
think
in other
so.
words, think about it. Like
You mean my offhand?
like your offhand is you don't. Are you like specifically
Fighting style is 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, you have 2-weapon fighting.
I have 2-weapon fighting. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so
you know-
he can do main hand, offhand, main hand with second attack.
Got it. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously
I mean,
a lot of
that's the
stuff.
way we've been doing it the whole time.
No, I just
so
want to make sure.
yeah,
I just want to
it
make
would
sure.
suck to-
Because what happens is sometimes I get involved in combats and I get wrapped up in it and I
Mhm.
forget rules. So I just want to make sure. Okay,
No,
so yeah,
yeah.
strike again. Strike again with that offhand. And the offhand is the rapier, correct?
No, it's my main hand I'm attacking with this time. So I did main hand was the Storian,
Mhm.
offhand rapier, main hand again with the Storian.
Right. Didn't you didn't already do those?
No, I only did 2 attacks so far.
Gotcha.
One-
Okay, so
one-
give me
one of
give
each.
me the main hand. Perfect.
So it's 17 plus 11, 28 to hit.
28 to hit is a hit.
Okay.
Give me the damage. Let's see if you can just continue chopping and just chop it off.
19 damage.
19 is not enough. She's bleeding all over you. A viscous green fluid is hitting you in the
Jesus.
face. It doesn't taste good.
I must have done like fucking 150 damage almost.
Yes, you've done a lot of damage to her. She's fucked up. You literally have nearly decapitated her from going behind her and cutting her with both swords from each side. You've messed her up bad. So
Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I have nothing
Your
left.
turn is over. Next up is Pia. Pia, what would you like to do? Remember this description I gave him? Are you using Misty Step as a bonus action?
Yes, I am.
Misty Step bonus action. Boom. Where are you Misty Stepping to and how far away?
Well, I have spell sniper, so I can do double, which is 60 feet.
60 feet. Go for it. You are
So I'm
60
going
feet
to
away from
Bam,
this.
60 feet, just as far away from the whole cluster as I can.
Perfect. As a bonus action, you are no longer we're no longer restrained.
Okay, and then I'm going to see if I can finish off Desdemona with I don't know if this is actually going to work, but I'm just going to try it.
Sure.
I'm going to shoot her with Eldritch Blast.
How many Eldritch Blasts do you shoot?
I get 3.
Nice. Okay, roll to hit. Let me know.
Okay, that.
So you
is-
ignore the bridesmaid that was coming after you, and you basically focus in on the combat that's alongside the gazebo, and you let loose 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Correct.
Purplish
first-
green vomit with maggots flowing through it comes shooting out of your hands. What do you do?
All right. So the
First
first one
one.
was a miss. That
Why
was a
what'd you get?
16.
16 is a miss.
The
unfortunately.
second one is 21.
21 is a hit.
And
First
the
one
third
destroys
one-
the gazebo.
Great. The third one is 27.
Oh, say 2 out of the 3 hit. Roll me some
Add
damage.
property damage to this.
Yeah. Oh shit. All right. So the first one does 9 damage, and the second one also does 9 damage.
Nice, 18.
All right.
Okay, she is as close to death as a creature can possibly be and not be dead. It's bad. Okay,
I thought
but
they'd be immune to that.
But no,
Good to
it does
know.
not seem she does not seem to be immune to necrotic damage. Homebrew rule,
Excellent.
folks. I know that it's force damage, Eldritch Blast. In my game, it's necrotic damage. I'm sorry.
That's right, baby.
All right. So anyway, so
Tell 'em.
you did your bonus
Let 'em
action.
know.
You fired away with foom foom foom. You made your movement. Anything else that you can do, Pia?
No.
Sirach, you're up next. Sirach, I don't think you have something cool like Misty Step.
Oh, you would be wrong.
Oh,
Have Misty Step. Thanks for being a warlock.
I
So,
So
as a
guess what I'm
bonus
doing?
action, what would you like to do?
Misty Step.
Misty Step.
Poor Matt and
Boom.
Harry.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
All
need
in
some
a hat
help
trick.
over here.
That's it.
Uh,
A
so
hat
yeah.
trick of Misty Step.
Misty Step.
Yes.
I can't
I'll take
cast
the
the
30
spell
feet.
from being grappled, right?
Sure you can. Sure you can. But the effects of it may be diminished. We'll get to it in a second, I promise.
right.
Okay, so you Misty Step out of the grip of one of the bridesmaids. You never thought that when this night was over, you'd be trying to Misty Step out of an embrace from a bridesmaid, but sometimes things happen you don't expect.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know. Well, so seeing how Pia did some serious damage to
Yes.
Desdemona,
Yes.
I will try to finish her off
Okay.
by throwing an arrow at her.
Just a regular standard variety arrow.
Yep, because
for it.
Misty Step was my bonus action.
Go for it.
So 16 plus 7.
That's it. You slowly pull back. You take aim. You close an eye, and you
Did
let
she have
loose
1 hit point left.
right at the front of her head and roll damage.
Okay.
Wait, who's
It's like
attacking?
He's
Desdemona.
shooting Desdemona.
No, thank God. I was like, maybe my reaction with the a riposte will kill her. That was the only way I could survive the next round.
11 points.
11 points of damage. You strike Desdemona right in the side of the head. The arrow pierces through one side and out the other, and the fire in her eyes goes limp for the first time.
Thank
and she
God.
slumps down.
Nice.
And the muscles in the snake body wrapped around Baka suddenly start to slacken
was
and
out of it
loose.
'cause I-
Oh, you're out of it. That's right. I'm sorry. My fault.
Yeah.
But it just I felt good. There's something about that description felt good. But okay.
It would have
Fair
worked, but
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, why not?
I'm
Fair
a
enough.
little slimy rogue, you know.
But Desdemona is no more. But that doesn't mean that her bridesmaids they shriek. "Ah!" They shriek. They're all basically gonna now fight for the bouquet. But
Which one shrieks the loudest?
Which one shrieks the loudest? So let's
Kill
see.
that bitch.
Let's see. The one that's the one that you just released yourself from.
All right,
One that
she's
you
getting
missed
the
is-
other arrow.
You spin around, pull the drawstring back, and fire a second arrow. And,
24 to hit.
24 is a hit. Armor class is also 18 on these.
That is going to be 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Strikes her dead center in the chest. You see no visible reaction because unlike Desdemona, who retained the shape of her face and her voice, these bridesmaids have no human characteristics left. So is your turn over?
Bonus action, 2 attacks. Yes.
Okay. Jumping from Sirach to Desdemona. Desdemona is dead. Or wait, you know what? Why not? Let me be cool about this. Why not?
Nah, she's dead.
Let me be cool about this.
I was just in case. She succeeded on one of her death saving throws. So let's be cool about it. Let's give her some death saving throws. Unless you guys want to use some of your attacks to kill her. Success, fail.
Oh, you already know I will.
She succeeded. Okay. Harry is going to Harry is basically going to, for a moment, close his eyes as a bonus action and say, Platinum Dragon, protect me in the only way that I know how to protect myself and save my friends. And suddenly a spectral book appears, 15 feet
fuck?
wide, leather bound, hundreds of pages, and starts slamming down on top of the head of one of the bridesmaids. Bang, bang,
That's
bang.
so hairy.
That is
So-
the best spiritual weapon
Yeah, so-
ever.
So let's see. He rolls he rolls a natural 20 on the spiritual book.
Oh,
I love
my
it. What is it?
God.
What is it? 2d8? What is a spiritual weapon? I can't remember.
2d8.
2d8.
Yeah, 2d8.
2d8. Okay, cool. 2d8.
It's a book.
Okay, so he does 10 points of damage to the one of that bridesmaid. Which one? The one that was, I would say the one that was on Pia. That's 10 points of damage. Just know where that one will go, right there. Okay. Harry, that one. Okay, cool. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Was Harry grappled? Harry was grappled. If Harry was grappled, he could still do spiritual weapon with the book. And it wouldn't be a disadvantage because it has nothing to do with him. It's his bonus action. But now he's going to use his action to try to break free. He's going to make a strength check. and he fails miserably. He tries to break free, but does not. So Harry seems to be the only person left grappled. So, okay, cool. So that I'll remember that. Good. Okay, so he's attacking with the spiritual book, but he's grappled still. Harry's done. Theoden, it is your turn. Basically, Theoden, what you have in front of you is you have Baka, who basically was stabbing the shit out of Desdemona. Desdemona just got hit with a couple of arrows, some eldritch blasts, and
She's done.
she's done. But right behind you, there are basically, you got 3 of these fucking things within 25 feet of you, and one of them has Harry in its grip.
The one that has Harry.
Okay.
I am going to use. Hold on, what's it called? Flame strike.
Flame strike.
Yeah.
Bonus action.
yeah.
I mean, is it flame
It's
strike?
an action,
It's an action. Is it a
but I
cantrip?
want to use it at 6th level. No, it's not.
Oh, 6th level flame strike. What do I have to roll?
Dexterity saving throw.
I rolled a 10 plus 5 is 15. Did I beat your score?
No, 16.
I fail. I fail the flame. So how
Ooh.
much damage does the bridesmaid take?
4d6.
Give
Oh
it
well,
to me.
5d6 because of the 6th level.
5d6. Go for it.
Boom, boom. 6, 18.
18. I need you very quickly to make a perception check, Theoden.
19 plus.
2 things that you notice with a 19 plus. First thing you notice is that the fire does not burn this demon creature as much as you thought it should. You suspect that there might be some sort of fire resistance built into this creature. Second, the shield that Harry has fire resistance, but it's back at the what's the name of that place? It's back
Fuck.
at the
Dry
dry
tree.
tree. So he does not have fire resistance. So how you did
Ah.
18 points of damage?
Yeah.
Harry takes 9 of them. So Harry,
Okay.
21 minus 9 is 13 hit points left for Harry. Okay. So
And
so-
then bonus action.
bonus action.
Sacred flame.
Sacred
I mean,
flame.
no, spiritual weapon. I'm sorry.
Spiritual weapon. So hold on a second. I have a question for you.
Nah.
You can't cast 2 spells in a same.
Oh
round.
my God.
You can cast
forgetting.
you can cast a cantrip if you want, but
As
I'm
a
not
bonus
gonna.
action?
Well, I'll let you cast a cantrip. I'll let you cast a regular spell and a cantrip. I won't let you cast 2 regular spells, even
Oh,
if
I'll
they're bonus.
I'll just do sacred flame then.
Sacred flame. What do I got to roll? Dex check.
Yeah, that's why I can miss.
Yeah,
this
dexterity
Eldritch
saving throw.
Blast.
I succeed on my dexterity saving throw, 18 plus, so probably no damage. I would think. Sacred
Barely,
flame.
yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
the
a
sacred.
D8, but then
Yeah, but the sky opens up and radiant energy from a loon comes crashing down.
yeah, no, it would be no damage.
But it's
yeah.
unfortunately it misses the creature. Who knows? It might have actually struck Harry too. So thank goodness it didn't hit. So anyway, after
Again.
after
You're doing a
Theoden,
lot of hitting allies.
I know.
after Theoden goes the bridesmaid. Okay, so let me do it this way. The one that's holding Harry will automatically hit 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's down to 13 minus 11. He's down to 2 hit points from the crushing arm. And that one can move half movement. Half movement can probably get to, Sirach had moved back. Well, it's 40 feet of movement. Sirach is 25 feet away from the bridesmaid's line. You know what? I think he can get to Sirach. I think he definitely can get to Sirach with 20
Well, I
feet. of movement.
use
Well, no, wait. That's
well,
true.
it's 30 feet because I use all 30 feet with Misty Step.
Yes, you did. So he can't get to you, but he can't get to you. He can't get to PR. He could probably get to, he can't get to Harry because Harry's already squished. He's got to Harry. So it's either Baka or Theoden. I'm going to say Theoden. Let's see. So Theoden gets attacked twice. 5 plus is a miss. Natural 1 is a miss. So that one basically tries to attack
And they
Theoden
dropped
miss.
their weapon.
Well, no.
They are the weapon.
I'm just
They drop Harry. No, it doesn't. Work that way. All right.
That'd be
So
nice.
one of them goes after another one goes after Sirach with 3 attacks. 14 plus 9 is 23. Is that a hit?
Yes.
17 plus 9 is 26. That's a hit.
Yep.
And 2 plus is a miss. So 2 hits.
Damn it.
8 plus 4. So 12 points and 11 plus 4. 12 and 15 is 27 points of damage from Sirach. And you are now grappled again, unfortunately. Okay, so 27 points. How many hit points do you have left, Sirach?
Give me 1 second. 45 hit points.
45 hit points left, and you are currently grappled.
Yep.
Another one is going to go after Baka. 13 plus 9 is 22. Does that hit you, Baka?
Yeah, that hits.
14 plus is a hit, and 5 is a miss. So 2 hits gives you 14 and 9 and 4, 14 and 13. 27 points of damage and a grapple as one of its arms wraps itself around
27
you.
total.
27 total.
I want
You
to
wanna-
use riposte
wanna-
and uncanny.
Okay, so check it out. Let's do uncanny first. So you can cut one of those by 7. So if it was twice at 27, cut it down to 20. So it's 20 points of damage instead of
Okay.
27.
I'm at 2 HP now.
Yes, 2 HP. Finally, the guy with 6 billion hit points feels threat. All right, so
I don't feel threatened, but nice
well,
try.
good. I'm glad to hear that.
Well, that's
Okay.
nice. The hair.
I like the confidence. So
Thanks,
so now,
Harry.
so 2 hit points left, and you are grappled.
Riposte.
And you would like to riposte before it wraps around you. Go
Yep.
for it.
It's plus 11, 24 to hit.
24 does hit. And
And
how
they
many
they count as fiends, right? I'm assuming.
count as fiends? And using the Astorian sword, I would assume.
Correct. It's my main hand.
At main hand, Astorian sword. Go for it. Give me that extra damage.
Plus 8, I believe. I keep forgetting. Yep. All right. So we got 10, 15 damage.
15 damage. Excellent. It's injured again. You don't see any facial. You don't know any. You don't know how.
I don't read octopus facial.
Exactly.
expressions, you know.
Exactly. How would you really know? The point is, you know that you've caused it harm. So anyway, if you had psychic powers, maybe you would know what it's feeling, but otherwise, you don't know.
Maybe next campaign.
Okay, so you are grappled. Sirach is grappled. Harry is grappled. And then I think there's one left that was chasing after Pia. The question is, can it catch Pia? It's no longer frozen. It moves 40 feet around. I think it can catch Pia.
Piazza at 60, but you probably have to give up your
Yeah,
attack. I thought.
but Pia, how is Pia at 60? Let me think about
He
this.
gets Misty
My
Step with
step is,
with
Yeah, you
the
Misty Step and you doubled
spell
it with
shooter.
60. Okay, so check it out. It's going to chase after you, but it's going to use its action to dash to get right up next to you, thereby not allowing itself to attack. So
Very
it's
well.
so it's adjacent to you. If you try to move away from it in a non-magical way, it will probably have an attack of opportunity. So it's right up to you, but doesn't have enough time to attack. So their turn is on. Let's go with Baka at the top of the combat round. Baka,
Yay.
you have 2 hit points left. You are grappled. What do you do?
Misty Step out.
How many
30
Misty
feet.
Steps do you have? Just curious.
I believe I get 2.
Beautiful. So this is your
It's been
second.
a while.
This is your
Wait,
second.
I
and
should look this
final-
up because I did level up and I never checked to see if I got more spells actually.
Yes. So this is the
That
moment
was-
of
it's 'cause
truth.
It's been so long since I leveled Rogue, I never checked this. To do the Sorcerer, don't give a shit about those guys.
Will the groom meet his end
Yeah, I
in
only
an
have
embrace?
I only have 2.
So 2. So this
So
will
this is
be
my
your
last one.
second and final Misty Step. Boom! You Misty Step yourself out of the embrace. You do not have to worry about getting crushed to death or an attack of opportunity. What would you like to do?
Apparently I do get to know one more spell, but I'll figure that out later.
Okay.
I will Misty Step 30 feet away.
30 feet away.
Movement speed 30 feet.
Movement speed 30 feet. So I guess if that's the case, you're 60 feet away now.
Yeah. And
By the
I'm
way,
gonna-
just to give you a sense of the crowd, people are bum rushing over each other in order to get away. There are soldiers heading in your direction, trying to fight their way through the crowd as it's a massive stampede to leave the ruins section of the city. So anyway, chaos.
and then I'm gonna
What would you like to do?
drop, sheath or drop my rapier and pull out my, what's it called?
Boomstick.
Yeah,
Antique gun with 2 barrels.
I'm gonna shoot with my boomstick
At what?
at the one that was just grappling me.
Absolutely. Boom.
26.
26 is a hit.
I'm just gonna roll for the second one, and that's the 20.
Boom! You hit both of them. You pulled
Alright,
the trigger twice. The
Yep.
firearm is
18
now
plus dex
empty.
plus level.
Both shots find their mark.
7 plus this automatically is 20 extra damage, plus a D8.
Oh, nice. I think that this one might have
So the first one's gonna hit for 24. Second one
blubbery mass
hits for
hole.
28.
24 and 28 is basically 48 total.
Yep.
Okay, so the first one makes a huge shotgun style hole right in the center mass with like fat tissue just blubbering out. And then the next one seriously takes a piece of what you think is its head clear off. At least one of its eyes are gone. And it literally turns into a puddle of ooze and falls apart. It is gone. Okay.
We
So
all
is
established MVP of the fight.
Is your turn over?
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. So your turn is Obaka. Pia, what would you like to do? What the thing is right up on you, trying to fucking grab you and suck the life out of you, but you get to react first. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna use a new spell that I got.
New spell.
I'm gonna use Finger of Death.
Explain
Nice.
to us what Finger of Death does.
So I point my finger at whatever creature I want,
Don't
And
point
it
at me.
dies.
and it causes searing pain, and it's 7d6 plus 30.
Do I get a saving throw?
Constitution, you have to be
Constitution. I have to beat a 15.
and 18.
18. Ooh, 18's tough. I rolled a 10 plus 5 is a 15. I failed. So how
Alright.
much damage do you do? 70.
Also with the spell, but it's only if it's a humanoid target. If I kill it, it turns into a zombie.
That would have been really
probably
cool, but this is
they're
no longer.
fiends.
They've turned into
Yeah.
fiends. Yes.
So, but that's there for the future. So 76. Let me see.
76 plus 30. Woo. Oh my
Plus
God.
30.
30. 76 plus 30. So a
All right, so I rolled 32 plus 30.
is
So
62 points of
62
damage.
So
Okay, so a thin green laser-like
That's a finger of death
point.
right there.
Basically, all he does is very calmly lifts up his finger and says a word in abyssal or infernal. You don't understand what he says, and all of a sudden, this little like laser pointer, but green, opens up and hits the thing right on its fleshy thing, and it turns to fucking ash. It turns literally vaporizes the fucking thing in an instant. It is no more. It turns into fucking it's literally as if it never existed, like the Thanos snap. Not everyone has seen the Avengers movies. Shame on you, but the bottom line is that's what it looks like. All right, so now
I can only use that once per long rest, by the way.
yeah. So do you is there anything else that you'd like to do?
I guess I'll scoot forward towards the rest of the group.
How
and
far?
Try to, I guess just my full movement, 30 feet, or would that
Full
put me
movement,
right in
30
the
feet
face?
puts you back. Just so you know the situation.
Yeah.
I believe at the moment, I could be wrong, but I believe at the moment that Harry is grappled by one of them and Sirach is grappled by the other one. I could be wrong, but the other two bridesmaids are dead, and Desdemona is dead.
I'm gonna head towards Harry. I feel like he might need help.
All right, so you're not quite
than Sirach.
within melee range of Harry, but you're close.
All right.
All right. So your turn is over. It is now Harry's turn. Harry is going to make a strength check to break free. I
Wait,
rolled
it's
a
Harry's turn?
19. Oh,
Or is it my turn?
Oh, I'm sorry, my fault. Sirach, then Harry. I'm saving this roll. 'cause
And then
I
did.
like this roll that I made for Harry. I'm holding it. What would you
Well,
like to do?
I used all my warlock spells for the day, so.
Well, this way you have a choice. You can attack it with all of your attacks as you normally attack, but all of them at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
But then when it goes, it immediately hits you for what damage without even having to roll. Or you can spend your action to attack. I mean, your action to break free. It's up to you.
It's difficult. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to use my action to break free.
Break free. So make a strength check. No, I'm sorry. Strength saving throw. My fault. Strength saving throw.
Thanks, because I have proficiency in that.
Good.
That's gonna be a 15.
A 15, unfortunately, is not enough to break free, though, however. So you try your hardest to stretch your way out of the boa constrictor type grip of the octopi, octopus, whatever, and you cannot break free. That is your turn. No, well, that is your action. Can you do something with a bonus action that would make sense? I'll allow it. You can't move, but if you have a bonus action, I'll let it happen.
All hunters mark it.
Hunter's market, got it. So that if you attack it in the next turn, it'll
Yeah.
take extra damage. Excellent. Okay, so your turn is over. Harry trying to break free rolled a 19 plus 1 is 20, a dirty 20.
Damn, Harry.
He needed a 19 to break free. So somewhere in that little body of his, he raged out and basically was like, "Rrr," and slipped away, and he is now broken free. He has 2 hit points left. He used his action. His bonus action, he's going to basically take the book and fly it over to the top of the one that was just grabbing him and smash the book on top of its head. And he rolled a 13 plus, what is he? 13
Harry's a
plus,
low-key beast.
13 plus 6 is 19. 19's a hit. The book hits. Nice. So 2d8, 7, 8, 9. 9 points of damage from the spectral book that's smashing down on top of it.
I love it.
Not bad. Not bad. And it looked like it basically thumped him around the head. It didn't look like it was anywhere near killing it. So his turn is over. Theoden, what would you like to do? There are 2 left. One of them, it doesn't have anybody because Harry just slipped out of its grip. And the other one, Sirach, is still held.
All right, I'm going to the one that has Sirach.
And what would you like to do?
First, I'm going to hit it with my hammer.
Boom! Make a hit, swing hit.
Boom!
Swing hit.
Don't roll a 1.
Don't roll a
No,
1.
it's 13 plus 13. Ooh.
26 is
Let's say
absolutely.
with your
That should be like-
record.
That should be, I know. That should be a crit. Now it's Halloween.
No. In fact, for Halloween, I've been leaving this die alone. I hit a couple of 20s.
That is true.
I basically
Yeah.
left this guy in my back pocket today.
I might have been dead, like legit, if you used that.
I'm leaving
Yeah.
that alone for today. That's just when I'm feeling in a frisky mood. All right, so how much damage did you do with your 2-handed strike with the hammer?
6 plus 8.
14?
Yeah.
6,
And then spiritual weapon.
6 plus 8 is 14 for the one. Just okay. Damaged it. And spiritual weapon comes over, and the spectral morning star, 15 feet across, tries to squeeze its way in past the book and swings down on top of it.
Right on top of him.
Go for it.
Ooh, 11 plus. It's plus the spellcasting ability modifier.
Spellcasting ability. Yeah.
Oh, okay. 5. That doesn't. 16.
16 does not hit. 16 does not hit. So it smashes down onto the ground, making basically a cloud of dirt on the ground.
Big cloud of nothing.
Big cloud of nothing. Then your turn is over, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is going to go after. It's the first one that let go of Harry is going to go after Theoden, because Theoden was basically the one that's closest to it, causing a threat. Hit. That's cocked. Miss. Okay, so let's see. 1. It's 2d8 plus 4. Where the hell is my other 8-sider? There it is. 7 plus 4. Okay, so 11 points of damage to Theoden. And Theoden, you are grappled again. Okay, so let's put Theoden, T, grappled. Okay, and the next one, Sirach, automatically hits you because it's grappling you. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 points of damage, Sirach, automatically as it crushes your bones. Okay. And their turns are over. Baka, it's top of the combat round. What would you like to do? Theoden is in the clutches of one. Sirach is in the clutches of the other.
I'm gonna shoot at the ones that is clutching Sirach. I'm gonna bonus action reload.
Bonus action, reload.
Shoot. So I think it's plus 10, 19 hit.
Boom, 19 hits.
I'll roll a second one just in case. 23.
Boom, 23. They both hit. So you're shooting both the shots at the one holding who? Sirach?
Sirach, yeah.
Sirach, go for it.
24 and 23 respectively.
For 50 something damage.
Yeah, I think it's just shy of 50.
Needless to say,
47.
Sirach, you feel the tightness around you begin to go slack as the body of what was once a beautiful bridesmaid is no more. The two
No.
Oh, in case I said this earlier, Sirach was chosen to be my best man. Not that it
it's-
matters.
Well, not that it matters now. You didn't even say
What?
I do.
I know.
Yeah, right. I,
Sirach wanted to be the
I
best
should have
man.
known that I was the best man. at the
Sorry,
beginning
I
of the
forgot. I
ceremony.
was gonna say it, but then I got distracted.
Yeah, you tell us now after everyone's
So-
dead laying on the floor.
Sirach's
I
the
mean, it
best
didn't
man.
matter.
By the way, guys.
Who's
Sorry.
the worst man?
So who's
Thaden's
next?
the worst man.
Ah!
Thaden's the worst
he's
man.
he's the only one
Ah.
that actually legitimately wanted me to get married.
So after Baka is Pia. Pia, what would you like to do from your distance, safe distance? Harry, Theoden is held by the last one.
Of course.
You know what? I'm gonna pull a Theoden and I'm just gonna fire away at it and see what happens.
Fire,
with your
fire,
staff.
fire with what?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. 3 of them.
Yes.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh, I will try. Oh, that was a 4.
4 plus
We're getting
what?
there.
4 plus 10.
14 is not quite enough. It's
no.
pretty close, but not quite enough.
Okay. 18
18 is a hit. They have an armor class of 18.
and a 26.
26. So 2 out of the 3 blasts find their mark as the maggot-infused vomit expels from your hands.
Ooh. All right. So one of them does 8 damage. And
8
the other one
damage.
does 13 damage.
So 21 total knocks it down. Actually, since it's the last one, I'll do some numbers. 35 minus 21 is 14. It has 14 hit points left, and it's still holding Theoden. Okay, is your turn over?
Yeah. What the hell? I'll walk a little closer.
Get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
All right. So next is Harry's turn. Harry has 2 hit
Oh,
points left.
It's me.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
that again. Sorry, Sirach. I apologize.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's Sirach. What would you like to do?
Uh,
Oh man.
I'm gonna go up to that last one.
Yep.
Both blades out,
Both blades
and
out.
I'm just gonna start hacking.
Hack away with the
Okay.
scimitar of speed
So
and
scimitar speed
and probably
first.
some random short sword.
That's not random.
You got to name it.
That's true. I don't have a name for, so I'm using the rapier
the
as my
rapier.
secondary.
Okay,
But,
okay.
so scimitar speed is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 to hit, and it does. You need 18 or higher. Only 14 hit points left. I know you have a bunch of attacks, so put this thing out of its misery.
Quick question:
Yes.
Are the bridesmaids the same type of enemy as Desdemona?
Yes. So
Okay.
so
No,
you have
they're
the
dead. Are they
so you
still
have
attractive?
so you have the effect so you have the effect of the hunter's
Hunter's
Yes,
Mark.
Absolutely, you do.
Hey, I would have accepted either one. So, so that's 13 points of damage on the scimitar.
Scimitar, and then you now strike it with the rapier.
With the rapier, nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay, so before you even roll, it only had 1 hit point left. You have the final kill. Would you like to describe it?
So I will attack with the scimitar, good slice, and then right up through the chin with the
Nice.
rapier, just right through the brain.
Like a
And not only does it go right up through the chin and up through the brain, the front of its face separates and slides out as mucous membrane seems to slide down and over the course of its entire body.
Sirach, that was good aim.
And
Yes.
Sirach will say, "Stupid octopus."
So just at that moment, the combat rounds are over, but not before a battalion of Emerald
Saw that
Engine
coming.
soldiers
I know,
charge
right?
up out of breath from trying to make their way through the crazed crowd, and at a slight distance to Soth Windchaser basically steps up and goes, hold these men for questioning. What went on here? What's going on? Explain yourselves. Grab the one that was rude, that would not marry that one. Everyone. So does anyone say anything? In
Grab
your
the
own-
douchebag.
These guys were sent to sabotage us and destroy your city.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage because of the chaos around you,
Okay.
the death, the destruction.
I want to say something too.
That was still a 19.
19's pretty good. 19's pretty good. Let's see what else we can get rolls from 2 individuals. So go ahead, Baka. You are the groom. So what would you like
Yeah.
to say, groomsman? I mean the groom. Not
Good
groom.
sirs, we have saved the city. We have destroyed the leader of the Red Hand criminal organization. We have done you a service.
Just like we saved
You treat us like
Dora
heroes.
from the Zentarum.
All right, I would like an additional roll, not at disadvantage, but just a straight roll from Baka to seal it or not. Let's see.
What is this, perception? Or
No, this is
persuasion?
the persuasion.
Which is
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Well,
Yikes.
since there's chaos everywhere, can I give him guidance?
No.
Okay,
You were
Only-
no, because you were busy arguing yourself.
that's fine.
12.
12. Okay, so the high was a 19. Tisath Windchaser, who's basically an elf who's bald and he has basically like these puffy kind of like sideburns, with the exception he's no hair on his head, no hair on his face, but puffy sideburns. Thin, tall. He's got a regal way about him. He's wearing purple. He's got lots of jewelry on him. He's got dudes around him. Nobody knows what to do. They've got crossbows. He goes, well, then you won't mind if we just take you in temporarily for questioning while we sort out what's going on here. We were guests here just like everyone else, and this is a very confusing situation. Come with us willingly, or there may be consequences. What do you guys do?
Willingly, but I'm not taking off my armor and my weapons. And I will comply.
Yeah, no
I
way.
will
I'll
sheath my
comply
weapons.
if I can keep my supplies on hand.
Okay, so no one says anything to you about supplies. They
Or
basically
like
just
weapons and armor and shit.
yeah. Nobody
Yeah.
comes within like 2 feet of you. They basically do this kind of like kind of making you pointing and having the gun at the ready. Like some people have their hand crossbows like at their leg
Yeah.
down to the ground. Some of them have them up like this.
Okay,
okay. And basically they're just motioning you to follow them down basically where Baka and Desdemona would have walked had he said I do, down the aisle and basically towards the center of the city. And then they lead you, point you towards the direction of the war quarter, which is where the official buildings are.
I'd like to use second wind just in case.
Second wind, and second wind is where you
Just
give,
yeah,
give
it's
yourself some extra hit
1d10
points.
plus my fighter level.
Absolutely.
So as
But
we
it-
walk down that aisle and
Sure.
follow them,
Plus
Sure.
8, so I'm at
is
10.
the band still playing the wedding music?
oh no, they ran. They fucking ran. They absolutely
They're
ran.
playing through the whole battle.
Yeah, that would have been so
absolutely-
awesome.
What are they, like the band from Titanic?
Yeah, really.
We refuse to stop playing. We will play on until the boat sinks. So is there anything, as you guys are making your way up somewhat peacefully, they have not put their hands on you. They haven't taken your weapons or your items. They just basically leading you towards the war quarter of the city in order to, I guess, maybe I would imagine to a holding cell before they could sort out what the hell's going on. But you haven't arrived there yet. Is there anything that anyone would like to do before that?
Did the bridesmaids or Desdemona have any weird items on them that we should know about? It might be hard to look for, but
Well, let me ask you a question.
like as I'm walking, I just check.
I
the
will give
floor.
you I'll give you an investigation check at disadvantage because
Yeah.
of the chaos that ended.
Yeah.
Investigation disadvantage.
Wow, a nat 20 and then a 13 plus.
13 plus what investigation?
It's a 15.
A 15. With a 15. Well, with the 15, honestly, you wouldn't notice she tore off the dress. She transformed. Anything that would have been interesting or valuable would have been at the reception, which is at a different location.
Shit.
There's nothing in the destroyed. Even though there was something in the destroyed gazebo, it was smashed by the Eldritch Blast.
I mean, I got the ring, which she handed me from earlier.
You do have the ring that she handed you. No, well, actually, here's because she handed. I'm assuming she put it on you.
No, she handed it to me and I pocketed
Oh, that's
it.
right. No, that's right. That's right. Because you did not say I do. So
Yeah.
no. You know what? I honestly have to say that. Hold on a second. I'm going to retcon that in a slightly. I'm not going to take the ring away from you. I'm going to say that you have the ring. But here's the thing. You have the ring because you picked it up off the ground or got it from the body. And the reason why is because I did the ceremony incorrectly. First you do the vows, you say I do, and then each person slips the ring on. So the rings would not have been produced until after you had said I do. But let's say she jumped the gun and she was like, I got
You're
rings
the
for
only
both
one
of
that's
us.
married here.
I
so
got
you
rings
know.
for both of us. I got, yeah.
Chris and Matt really want me married.
Yeah.
This is my ring. I bought rings for both of us because I didn't think you'd get me a ring. So she did show you the ring, so you have that ring that she wanted to give you.
I'm gonna miss you doing that voice now, Chris. That I killed her.
Yeah, that one's gonna be retired to the graveyard.
Yeah, she has a twin too, though.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That'd be great.
So is there anything else that anyone would like to do? Just let me also get a tally of the hit point situation. So
I'll look at anybody running past us. I'm just gonna say thank you for coming.
Sirach, how many hit points currently do you have?
32.
32 hit points. Theoden, how many hit points you got?
82.
82. Saps, you've got Baka, I'm
I got
sorry,
10.
10 hit points.
Yeah.
Let's see, Harry has 2. And
Thank you for coming.
Pia, how many you got?
71.
71. Okay. All right. So let me hold on to that. So unless there is anything interesting that you guys like to do, I think that probably would be a good time to hold off the adventure for not next week, unfortunately, but for the following week. The next time we play Dungeons and Dragons is Monday, November 9th. We're taking a week off. So Monday, November 9th at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we hope. We're going to be right back here without these costumes on to continue the story of the natural ones as they try to get themselves out of this pickle.
Once again.
Yeah, once again. It was the wedding was not to be. I thought we were going to have dancing and
I did
toast.
too.
I thought we were gonna get farther than this.
But the
I
wedding.
told you guys
But the wedding happened.
dozens and dozens of
But
times.
the
It
wedding.
happened.
But it did
Barely.
happen. It barely happened. It happened.
Semantics.
Yeah.
We didn't have
Ceremony.
we didn't have like a mind control spell or something.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that would have been good. Use it on Baka.
You would have.
Wait,
It would have been difficult because I have
no,
gnomes cunning.
Actually, Pia,
have-
you
I
and
don't
I
have
have
Can
command.
we redo the
Could
whole
have commanded him to do something.
I have
thought that
gnomes
only
cunning.
worked
I get
on, like,
advantage on saving throws.
What's
that
done
work?
is
Still
done.
could have
Doesn't
failed.
mean you roll
I
good.
thought that was like on like beasts and like monsters and shit.
No,
I don't know.
no, you can command
command-
any kind
yeah.
of creature.
Command
So
suggestion.
So we
Next
could have
wedding,
commanded him if
next
we
wedding.
really wanted to.
We'll save it for her twin.
I also could have stabbed my fucking rapier in your
All
balls,
right,
but
next
you know.
wedding I'll use it.
That's true.
All right, ladies and
Next
gentlemen,
wedding.
thank you so
Yes.
much for joining us. This is Shenanigans ttRPG. We play Dungeons and Dragons. Our website is SttRPG.com. You can also find it very easily on YouTube. You just basically do a search for Shenanigans D&D. I'm RC Robbin. You can search for RC Robbin and Shenanigans D&D will pop up. We're very happy to play for you guys, and please subscribe. Please subscribe. Anybody want to say anything in particular to our fans?
Support
for
Team
watching.
Sirach.
Thank you for joining, and sorry you didn't get to see the wedding.
Thanks
but,
for
It
coming.
just wasn't meant to be.